Ow, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to our broadcast tonight. This is TF Live TV and the AsiaFortress Cup 15 Grand Finals for Division 1. I'm one of your two hosts here tonight, eXtine, joined by Yaednaxela. How you doing, Red?
Doing okay.
Excellent. We also got Core on production. Now, Red, I'm just jumping in for the grand finals of this tournament. I'm familiar with a few of the names on our teams today. We have Xiao versus Swift AS, the Asian contingency of Swift, which I think is their last team that they are currently fielding. And Alex, how's this tournament been going?
So far, xiao has been pretty much the crowd favorite to win. I mean, they have always been the crowd favorite to win every AF Cup. So they did have a roster shuffle, though, because some of the players had to go for the army. So they've actually brought on quite a few new, well, not say new, they're all familiar names, but new to the roster. Nazi, of course, being one of them. Very, very confident Solly. They did, Nazi was part of the team that won the AF LAN that happened last year. So definitely nice. A very good pick for xiao.
And I did notice that in week 2 of this tournament, Xiao were able to defeat Swift. Do you think that this new roster is just as strong? Have they gotten practice in other competitions or just scrimming while this is going on?
Oh, definitely. I mean, the xiao roster is, despite having new players that are playing together compared to their usual roster, they're still a very, very strong team. Floaty's on demo, man. Floaty's a phenomenal bombing player. He constantly flies across the maps and is able to get kills and actually come out alive. And that is definitely something that the Swift players will have to look out for. And of course, who can forget about the 2 phenomenal scouts, Aisho as well as Tommy, just work extremely well together. And just Aisho is a very, very scary scout to go up against.
Filling out the Xiao roster, we also got 26 on Pocket. You mentioned Nazi as their roamer. Mel is their medic with Aisho and Tommy the scouts. That's going to be the whole 6 of them. Their opponents, the Swift team, it's going to be TJ and Fishy on scout. Their pocket soldier is going to be Banana. Roamer is Smiley, while Itachi is the demo man, and Arnold is the medic. You mentioned some of the Xiao teams had to go off to the army. Are they playing out of Korea? Or what's the story with these players?
So it's pretty much as in for Singapore citizens, basically. You have to serve, compulsory 2 years of army. So it's just part and parcel of being a Singaporean, I guess.
Yeah, no worries. Just trying to figure out if these teams are pretty local to each other, pretty close, or people are pretty spread out. Okay.
Yeah, so generally all these players are coming in from the Southeast Asia region. Majority of them are coming from Singapore. We got a couple of Australian players as well. I believe Arnold is coming in from Australia. So everyone pretty much knows everyone. They've all met up in real life before. But of course, awesome. The Swift players, you got TJ. Pretty much everyone knows who TJ is.
Legend.
Yeah, plays in the Oxford scene as well, and he's here on as the pocket scout. Definitely the scout of choice when you want to pop those Ubers on. Fishy, of course, he holds his own. He's a very good backup for TJ as well. So definitely, the 2 of them can work together. A lot of the times they get quite a lot of frags together as well.
Yeah, and this is my, I think this is actually my first AsiaFortress match that I've ever cast in. I've always been a fan of the Asian scene and glad to see it just kind of going on strong, just like the rest of the world. Everybody's like, well, we got Team Fortress and we got some other games I don't like. I'm just going to keep playing Team Fortress.
Have you seen like the play style of Asian teams?
Not really, I would say. It's been a very limited experience. The top 10, we've certainly got some people submitting clips from Asia. That's why I've seen TJ as well as such other great players as Pine. I almost completely blanked on it, but Pine, somebody else was telling me there was somebody else from the Overwatch community who's from TF2, or at least a good chunk of players. But TF2 is the best, so
yes, it is. But yeah, I mean, Asian players generally seem to play more aggressively, so that's definitely something to look out for.
That used to be the big divide, kind of considered between the American and European scenes. It used to really come down to the demo style. Would you say that, I think some of those differences have evened out. Would you say that, similarly, it's kind of a pocket demo with 2 roaming soldiers, or is the demo kind of tied into that aggressiveness a little bit more aggressive than the pocket soldier?
I guess generally how we've been seeing the Asian players play, they generally focus on pocket scouts more. And sometimes they just toss both sollies on. I guess it depends on the teams as well. Some prefer to have double solly bombs. Some can just send one, and the other one just stands by near the medic in case anything goes wrong. But based on my experiences with Xiao, they have the tendency to send for double solly bombs quite a lot of the time. So get ready to see both Nasi as well as 26 fly across the map.
Excellent. High flying soldiers is certainly one of the highlights of Team Fortress. And mentioned it in our intro, we do have a best of 5 for you guys today. It's going to be Snake Water to start us off, then Goalie Wash, Process, Pro Lands, and Propaganda. So actually a full 5 CP lineup here today, no Koth maps.
I'm surprised that they didn't really take a Koth map though, but I guess both teams are... they don't really want to fight each other on a Koth map, because Product is probably one of Xiao's stronger maps as well, so strategic choices probably.
Yeah, certainly. Do we have any standout snipers on the field?
Oh, Banana, I guess he's a pretty scary sniper to go against. We saw what he can do at LAN, but that's with 5 ping, and right now he's back in his hometown, and not gonna get that 5 ping anymore. But I don't know, we're just gonna have to wait and see. He's playing on the Solly, so may not get the opportunity to off-class as much compared to last time.
Do you sometimes get that crazy roamer off class?
Oh, definitely.
No, I'm a fan of the pocket soldier off class, but and running engineer, not everybody else is always a fan of that,
Solly running engineer. We've had Solly's run spy though.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah,
that
makes sense. We had Mackie back in the day in North America, who was that roamer who'd always change to whatever crazy, sniper, etc. I don't know. I really like the if things are really drawn out and I'm a pocket soldier and we're pushing last and we're building an Uber charge, I'll come up as engineer and get that teleporter rolling. That's the new meta that hasn't caught on yet.
It's the big brain plays.
Something like that.
I'm
excited to see these maps though. I would say that these first 3 are some of my favorites. Goalie Wash and Process are just kind of phenomenal. It seems like Snake Water always has really good games and likes to highlight the aggressiveness of teams as well. So
yeah, so I mean, in Asia we usually play a lot of the oldies. There's always Process, there's always Snake and Gully. But I'm curious to see if we actually make it to a 5th map, because teams don't really play Propaganda. Usually it's a kind of a mess, so it'll be quite interesting if we actually reach map 5. I really want to see how they decide to play it through.
Badlands is kind of
having some audio difficulties. But yeah, for those of you who are currently inside Twitch chat, hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are around the world. Welcome to the AsiaFortress Cup 15 Div 1 Grand Finals. It's going to be Xiao against former Swift players, Club Penguin Crusaders, so they're known now. Due to Swift, due to that happening, they are going to be referred to as the Club Penguin Crusaders, bringing back their old team name that they used to go by. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see how the game plays out with these 2 teams. Everyone knows that Xiao is definitely the crowd favorite, but I don't know. I want to see some upsets coming out from the Swift side. The Penguins. Hopefully they can waddle along and bring us to map 5 so we can see how both sides play on propaganda. Just some pre-game DM going on between both teams. I do believe the Penguin players are trying to sort out the ping for their medic, Arnold, having some issues with Australia ping. The Sharks are eating the internet cables again. Just gonna have to wait and see if they can sort things out. But so far, in terms of ping, everyone seems to be relatively equal. Welcome back.
Well, no worries. I guess my mic was cutting out there. Yeah, it just seems like one of the soldiers for Club Penguin, Banana, having 47 ping. It's not too difficult. Everybody else pinging real nice and low. Besides trying to get people in from Australia, is kind of servers and ping pretty good in the Asian scene?
Yeah, generally the servers are located in Singapore, so Singapore players get 5 ping all the time.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, but I mean, the rest of the players who connect in, they're not too bad. xiao is mentioning that the server is a little laggy though.
Yeah, that's all right. And they're saying you got 12 ping. How can it be laggy?
I don't know. Just gonna have to wait to see if they decide to use this server or if they're gonna swap out again.
Yeah. So Red, did you attend that AsiaFortress LAN?
Oh yeah,
last year. Nice. Tell me more.
It was a 2-day thing. It was quite fun. It was fun times were had.
Excellent.
The atmosphere, of course, was just glorious. Like playing on a stage is so different from when you're at home and all by yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Was it at kind of like a cyber cafe or?
It was like an event venue, so they had some PCs and laptops set up, and they had a six-man stage on 12-man stage actually, 6 on both sides. Yeah. Good times.
Awesome. I hope everybody's hyped for a future iteration then.
We'll have to see if I decide to plan another one. Who knows, man? Who knows?
I certainly encourage it. Lands are a good time.
Oh yeah.
We just had a LAN on the East Coast in the States. I wasn't able to make it, but it seemed like everybody had a grand old time. And I was in the Copenhagen LAN not too many months ago. And LANs are the lifeblood, just kind of bringing the community together. Everybody having a good time and realizing like, oh yeah, this is why I play this game. This is why I have fun, And we got the I-Series coming up in August, as well as I'm going to be going to Moscow LAN, and then we even have LAN Down Under, a little bit closer to you guys, coming up in not too long either. I think that's this weekend or next weekend?
I'm not too sure. I think it's happening on the 10th. I might be wrong.
Okay. It must be next weekend then. I'll pull it up too. I actually have it right here. So. Well, the 6th and the 7th. So,
that's this weekend.
That's this weekend coming up. And there was some talk about them having 2 streams and a little bit of off-site coverage. But we'll see what happens with that. Either way, it should be a good LAN for everybody that can attend. I'm still waiting for not only another team to travel to one of these big kind of international LANs from Australia, but I want to see that AsiaFortress team making it out.
Ooh, the dream.
Yeah, the dream. The South American scene's kind of stagnated just a little bit. They still have kind of tournaments, and TF2 is such a small kind of niche of the esports world that in all of our kind of different regions, it kind of just comes down to the organizers. So it goes up and down sometimes for no reason other than somebody has gotten really burnt out.
Yeah.
But I think South America is kind of rallying again. I had heard that there was a scene in Africa, but apparently the South African pickup game scene has kind of dwindled down, unfortunately. And I still see plenty of clips in the top 10 from kind of like Middle East, but I don't know if they're kind of building up to being land contenders at some point. But the global TF2 land one of these days will really get it in more than just 2 regions.
Oh yeah, hopefully, man. That's like the ultimate dream.
Yeah.
Like even if like you don't play TF2 but you enjoy watching it, just hit down and support your community land, man, and just have a good time.
Yeah, certainly. Every little bit counts, whether it's just kind of tuning in to view our stream and passing it along to your friends. TF2 is growing bit by bit, so just kind of spread that positivity, and we'll just keep doing our thing.
Community power.
Sounds like we're going to change servers, so still just kind of chilling a little bit. But please, in chat, please guys, drop your thoughts on this matchup that we have coming. I want to hear who people are cheering for. Also, I watch Waifu giving us a good question to kind of talk about a little bit. How do I get in open? And, well, I have some kind of general thoughts on getting into competitive TF2 and whatnot, but maybe Red, do you have some kind of more concrete details for how to get into competitive play in the Asian region?
I guess the 2 big scenes right now would probably be the AsiaFortress scene and the Pure League as well. So these are the 2 leagues that are staggered throughout the year. One goes down, and then there's a short, brief break, and then the other one starts. So I'm not too sure when the next Pure League will be, but probably after the AF League ends, which is pretty much after this match. So we'll just wait for the Pure announcements to come out. Usually the best place to go to would definitely be the Discords for either Pure or the AsiaFort Discord. So you can just go there, look for a team there, find some people, join some pugs, and that's pretty much how I get started.
Yep, that's how I got started. You know, just pick up games, and all that can be a little bit intimidating when you first get started. But if you learn the basics of being a medic and play on the cautious side when it comes to popping your Uber charge, people are pretty willing to work with you, just kind of acknowledging that you're new. Scout, in terms of the combat classes, is also probably the easiest place to start. Just try not to die more than trying to get kills. So I would say newer players is the best suggestion. Says he's a demo as well, and demo is kind of one of those odd ones when it comes to the pickup games, because oftentimes you can kind of slide in as demo. People don't like snag it as soon as it's available, but also, you better have your rollouts down and, you know, able to get to the midpoint at a fast time, because that's very important in these fights. But also, if you're kind of a newer demo and you can do your rollouts, you know, then that's kind of a good starting point, and people will kind of be accepting of you if you can do your rollouts.
I mean, rollouts are definitely the make or break for demo players, I guess, because they reach mid first and they can start doing all the denial and just softening up all the other players for the rest of your team to do some cleanup. So that's definitely going to be a big selling factor if you just constantly practice your rollouts, and if you can do it like flawlessly, damn.
Yeah, that is one of the aspects of TF2. I mean, I really like TF2 as an esport, both because of just the level of team coordination that's needed to win and succeed, and kind of that atmosphere of playing with a team. But also that, you know, in addition to being a top level esport where, you know, your hand-eye coordination, your aim, you know, is super necessary, there's a lot of skills that are also just kind of learned over time, and that you can kind of practice outside of the match to really nail down. And it also kind of showcases, you know, once we come to match time, when one demo just kind of hits his rollout like flawlessly, you can just sort of tell, okay, this guy's done this thousands of times, whether it's in pickup games or whether he's gone into, you know, there's kind of some plugins that you can use to practice mid fights, or just use C-bars and just reset and reset and reset. But, you know, putting the practice in, putting that work in, also for soldiers, you know, going to a jump map and figuring out how to jump and getting that mobility down. That's something that really kind of carries over into your competitive game.
Definitely. I mean, jump maps are fun. I don't know. There are quite a number of people who don't enjoy jump maps, but I enjoy jump maps. I'm a medic main and I enjoy jump maps. So
I enjoy jump maps, and then they get to that like double rocket sink section, and then I try that for a little bit, and then I like restart or go to a different map. I need somebody way more talented than me to just explain that to me, and hold my hand a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But jump maps, they got that demo. You can watch the bot do it, you know. So it's a really good, fun kind of smaller community, sub community of TF2.
I guess jump maps, some jumps are more situational than others. Like you're not gonna be using all 4 rockets to jump across and then have like nothing to, or just like whip out a melee. It's like, yeah, some jumps are pretty pointless, but it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I want the shape of the graph would be interesting, you know, where you have these things of doing double wall jumps, you know, and double wall jumps aren't very efficient, but then again, you come in, you know, extremely fast at odd angles.
Yeah.
You know, doing a triple pogo jump, you know, it's like, well, you know, are you gonna land with the market gardener? The sync jumps that I mentioned, you know, you're never gonna do a sync jump in a competitive game. But the skill set of, you know, learning how to sync 2 rockets on the ground. If you're doing a bomb on a medic and you sync your rockets, then you can just instantly vaporize them. You know, they don't even have a chance to pop the overcharge. So it's still a helpful skill for sure.
Definitely.
And you see a lot of skip jumps or ramp slides. That's real common for sure. Even if you want to practice those demo man jumps as well, you occasionally see the skip demo man jump. That's pretty fancy. I'm not very good at that.
I can't demo jump at all. I can't.
Yeah. My demo jumps consist of, you know, is there 1 sticky on the ground or is there 2 stickies on the ground?
Yes.
That's about it.
And then I just fly up.
Yeah. I also like to use the Scottish resistance, so I can't get too fancy with that one.
Just gonna have to wait for Arnold.
Yep, Arnold kind of dragging things down here a little bit as, well, we're still just crowd building, so make sure to tell your friends. We got some AsiaFortress going on. The grand finals of Cup number 15.
Oh, yeah.
Good crowd forming here on Twitch. Good crowd on the server as well. So thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We're still waiting to get going here, but it is going to be a best of 5, so plenty of Team Fortress going on. Also, probably after the time that we wrap up, well, hopefully we're not going for 4.5 hours. We'll see. We'll see. But there is some ETF2L Nations Cup coming your way later tonight. Shout out to my boy Jake Awadi, who's either going to be doing commentary or playing as the medic for Team Poland. As they're taking on, I believe it's Lithuania off the top of my head, but an important round of 16 match. That's been a fun tournament to watch.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Of course, we need to have a Nations Cup on the other side of the world because, you know, that ping just doesn't work out so well to have AsiaFortress versus European countries. Would be a lot of fun, though.
We actually had a team formed by Russian players. Like Boshi had a team and they were playing with 250 odd ping.
Oh, God.
They couldn't have any projectile classes, so they ran a hit scan.
Oh,
it's pretty funny.
That's, yeah. Again, that's another kind of chart that kind of circles back around. You know, once you whip out that sniper and the scout, you know, then it's like, okay, well, actually, that ping's not so bad, you know. So yeah, still waiting for Arnold, ladies and gentlemen. Should get rolling here fairly soon. Oh, Poland versus Ukraine, not Lithuania. They were in the same group, Poland and Lithuania. And in fact, we're in the same group as the United States. But the United States, surprisingly, getting knocked out, not making it out of group stage.
Ooh.
Yeah. You gotta take every match seriously, you know. That's how it goes down.
5 maps in a row. So provided we go to 5 maps in a row, these teams definitely will have to have the stamina and the focus to play on through. Because usually by the 3rd or 4th map, you're really getting really drained. So just gonna have to wait and see how they perform.
Yep, make sure you got your snacks out. Stay hydrated, homies. I got some coffee. I'm almost through my first cup though, so this is trouble.
What time is it there right now?
We're 7:30 in the morning.
Ooh.
Yeah, so nothing too crazy. It was light when I woke up, but you know we're up a little early. Arnold apparently was having PC issues. Hopefully, the past tense means that he's on his way.
Yep, I'm being told that Arnold just got in, so probably just wait for the Source TV to catch up. Then they should be starting soon.
Okay, awesome. And it looks like we do have a couple aliases in here today, so probably just gonna have to call those players as what they're tagged up on.
Fishy is Fishy. TJ's TJ. Well, everyone for the side of the club, the Penguin Crusaders, they're all named accordingly. It's just for the side of Xiao. So we've got Aisho and Poon Poon is Tommy. Excuse me. Nasi is Nasi. 26 is of course 26. The box. I can't see the whatever icons you pasted.
Yeah,
That's Floaty, and of course Nook is gonna be Mel.
Okay. So nothing too crazy, but we got a few players aliased up. And as we mentioned too, all the players are in here now. Arnold has made his triumphant return. I don't know if he needs to warm up with some mid-arrow air shots.
That 99 ping though. Oh, there goes Arnold.
Oh yeah, just like that.
He's in spec though. I think he's probably just trying to sort out his ping.
Yeah, most of the players are moving around. I only saw one other player who was AFK, Tommy, but I think he'll be back in it shortly here. So let's get some predictions in chat. I want to hear what you guys think. Whether you guys are cheering for Club Penguin Crusaders or if you're cheering for Xiao.
I would like to see the Crusaders take some maps of Xiao.
Yeah, certainly. You know, Xiao getting the win in the earlier phase of this tournament, and those look like pretty comfortable wins. But then again, at the same time, you mentioned that there were some roster changes, and that always kind of throws things off a little bit. So that does kind of create an opportunity here for Club Penguin Crusaders.
I mean, the Penguins, they do have TJ, so that's probably like one of their big players on their team. Itachi, of course, he's a pretty phenomenal demo man. His performance during the LAN as well was pretty huge. One of the better demo mans in Asia, definitely.
Well, that's a pretty good way to swing a map with your scouts and your demo man. And it looks like we are live here, ladies and gentlemen. AsiaFortress Cup 15 Division 1 Grand Finals. Xiao in the blue versus Club Penguin Crusaders. We're about to go live. I am eXtine and then joined by Yaednaxela.
Yeah.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen. The countdown has finished. And we are underway.
Go follow Floaty for his rollout this time around.
Yeah, Itachi going out of normal. Looks like Floaty coming out of ramp, but both demos arriving at about the same time.
Scouts getting the high ground, trying to see if they can just tickle the players off. Vidana going to be standing there, trying to stand his ground for his team, but the red players, Solly Bomb straight down, not going to get much work done. He's going to be able to grab that health back and actually back out. They actually have 2 Sollys currently behind Xiao though, Banana as well as Smiley. But they are going to lose Arnold in that mid-fight exchange with just Aisho and Mel actually making it out alive.
Yeah, so Xiao, she's a telephone. Xiao are able to get that mid-fight taken care of. They, lost their medic there.
Yep, so they are going to have that Uber charge ready to go. The Xiao players are probably just going to come back out and contest this because Arnold just spawned in. He's not going to get rich anytime soon. Second point should easily go back in the hands of Xiao. And yeah, the Penguins are just probably potentially gonna hold mid, see if they can get a force, and of course xiao, they don't really want to use their recharge right now, but we're just gonna have to wait and see how they decide to push this out.
Yeah, actually they are getting fairly aggressive, heading over to kitchen side. Aishu doesn't actually run through there, but they had a soldier up top, 26, who was able to say, okay guys, no, it's clear, just walk on in. Smiley with the bomb across does force the uber charge. He's just going to take himself out though, and they're going to try to use the dwindling last moments of this to see if they can find anybody. But unfortunately, it's just going to be an empty middle point that they take over here.
Yep, they're just gonna be content with holding mid for now because the Penguins are gonna come back in. They've got their uber charge ready to go, and does look like they're gonna be just walking straight up. TJ trying to lead the charge. The rest of the team slowly gonna make his way across from behind. We're gonna see Banana jumping up, gonna get a crispy rocket, catching it with his forehead, and he's just gonna have to go back into the store room. But the rest of the team slowly make their way forward. Yet to pop that uber charge yet, and xiao just gonna back out of this.
Yeah, we can see Club Penguin, when they were on the opposite side of this scenario, they sent a bomb in, they sent a sack to get that pop, but nothing happening in a similar way from Xiao here.
Everyone just hanging tight on the logs while the Penguins holding inside storeroom. Both teams got their recharge right now though, so pretty much well aware. Smiley gonna go in for a deep bomb once again, almost
yeah, he gets it.
Another force onto Mel.
Yeah, so good work from Smiley here. 2 successful bomb-ins to get the Uber popped out. And just a clean, strategical move. That's kind of one of the most common plays from TF2. Send in the roamer to bomb and get the Uber charge pop. He dies, but, complete success. Nazi with the bomb over the top. He's going to try to do the reverse. Does surf Arnold away, but all the way back over to that health pack. Nazi not able to connect another rocket to force an Uber charge. So the Penguins are off to a really good start here, have a 40% Uber charge advantage, are looking to leverage that as well. Nazi just respawning. Itachi coming out of the shutter as the Uber's popped on him, also flashing onto TJ. We're going to be able to get the sentry gun, and Itachi with soldier coming from behind. Nice damage from Nazi to get the kill on Itachi. Unfortunately, it's about the only one they picked up.
Damn, that's a really good play. I mean, they had that Uber charge, so there really wasn't much that the xiao players could do. They didn't have any charge at all, and Smiley coming in from the flank and just focusing players down, softening them up, but the rest of the players just focus the point. Easy cap for the Penguin side, and surprising turn of events because xiao, I thought they would be more dominant than this.
Yeah, well, we got 5 maps to get through here tonight, at least potentially. TJ dropping here. Snakewater could be a quick back and forth. Nazi with the bomb over the top here. Gets a little bit of damage on Itachi with actually the help from Floaty. Able to get the kill here. Arnold in some trouble. It gets piped down. Floaty getting 2 kills with that. Getting Arnold and Fwishy with the same pipe. And that
full wipe.
Yeah, full wipe. So just like that, we might possibly have this map evened up.
Yeah.
So it can go back and forth pretty quickly. And Team Fortress, if there are times where it kind of slows down, where there are these kind of stalematy scenarios where both teams have Uber charge, they're just kind of staring at each other. There's also a lot of times where one team's got a large Uber charge advantage. It goes very quick, and this round could be quick. So we are going to see a push out here shortly. They're going to come out the shutter. There are stickies there. They get popped, though. The Devilman does get thrown around. Able to reconnect, though, with Floaty to get the kill on the sentry gun. Banana jumping across over the top. Itachi gets a kill on Floaty. Other frags going down as Smiley and Banana getting kills. 26, though, with 3 big frags. Tommy goes down, though. And looks like Arnold and Fwishy will survive this. Only players left up right now. I don't know. Floaty respawns.
Not too sure why they kind of messed up the last push though. They were trying to focus the targets, but I guess the Solly just comes in from out of nowhere, coming from the right side while they were focusing left, and they just clean sweep across the map.
Yeah, I mean, basically you have a few options when you do not have an Uber charge and you're defending against it. One is to run the pyro and to just try to block them out. As we actually see, wow, great air shots on Nazi, stuffing them and then taking them out of the air. Basically, yeah, you could run the pyro and just try to stuff the Uber charge, let it not really get in, or you can just try to scatter. And they did a really good job in that last push of just kind of scattering, not really presenting any targets. They were sort of forced to pop there, and Fushy unfortunately went down as that Uber charge came out. Aishu has been sniping, by the way, but Banana jumping around. Yeah, actually, with him going down, he was kind of trying to claim the high ground, see what was happening, but with him dying and just kind of the overall situation, they say, you know what, this is not going to work. We have to back out. Actually, pretty smart heads-up play by Arnold.
xiao still on that sniper. That's going to force the Penguin players to watch all those sidelines. Itachi potentially going to get focused down by one of the solis for Xiao, but he does make it back out to the safety with the rest of his team. So second point easily into the hands of Xiao right now, and Ubers are going to be in the in favor of Nolan's pretty much equal, but it does look like they just want to go on straight in. Not too sure if they're aware that the other team has Uber as well.
Yeah, that was really good. Quick kill from Tommy. But Floaty goes down, and Aishu not able to find anything. So that is going to be the end of the offensive push here. Yep. Club Penguin are just well, actually numbers are even. Floaty's far away from the fight, but with the sniper out here, there's not really good combat potential. Tommy does get a kill on Itachi, but will go down. Looks like a recap should happen here. Numbers are even, but Xiao don't really want to press their luck. They're just going to maintain their hold on middle.
Yeah, so they've just been trying to pump on the aggression for the side of Xiao, and they're just getting kind of pushed back from the side of the Penguins. They're just somehow being able to resist every single push coming up from Xiao.
Yeah, that Uber charge exchange, pushing a last, just wasn't quite there. Wasn't the cleanest. They weren't able to kind of get as far in or get more frags than they needed to. Lost a few players on the way in, but they're getting set up here. At least position-wise, it looks like they're gonna head through lower to walk out here. Aishu's out, and Floaty and Nazi being pushed forward. See if they send a bomb first, but it looks like they want to come in together. Nazi going over the top now. Does get really great damage on Arnold. That second rocket, though, hit the base of the ramp. Arnold chose to hold on to the overcharge. Here comes the follow-up on 26. Yeah, but that time Arnold knew. He's like, there's no way. I think he might have survived the rocket, but he wasn't going to survive the impact of falling. So he popped the overcharge as that rocket was coming in anyways. And they're going to try to follow up that frag and get in here. Nazi also down, so it was pretty good advantage. Banana going for the kill on Nazi. Not quite able to hit the air shot. He will be able to grab the health pack and saw, and we'll be able to get a wrap play here as Mel pretty far forward with that Uber charge. Itachi did get gunned down. There goes Banana as well. So the Xiao able to hold on to this midpoint and push past it actually quite far. I could kill on TJ. Smiley just kind of limping away, and so many players continuing to go down that this retreat has been pretty scrappy. 26 and Nazi in on the last point. Here comes the bomb. A lot of time on the point. Itachi though, big frags. Continues to, and the overcharge is out as well. It's just Itachi versus Tommy and Mel. Actually, here comes TJ. That'll give a little bit more comfort to the situation. Wow. Mel with the 60% charge though, so they're gonna back up, and they still maintain an advantage as they can push back in here.
Yeah, definitely the silver lining was Mel making it out alive and holding on to that charge as well, so they're going to have to recharge pretty soon, and that's definitely going to spark the push coming up from the Xiao players. You can already see them starting to clump up on the left side, and once they shuttle those open, they're probably going to be coming in shiny.
Yeah, just essentially just getting to level 2, kind of bad time for it, but it was going to go down anyways and not do any damage to the Uber players. Itachi and TJ go down quickly. There goes Smiley. There goes Banana. Just 2 players up. I don't know if there will be another God hold here. No, indeed. As the match has been tied up. 1-1. So 10 minutes down in this 30-minute map. Tie score here. And it looks like Xiao a lot more settled into things. While Club Penguin losing a few players. Probably going to need to tighten that back up.
Mid-fight going to be underway once again. Scout's going to be jumping up top. We're going to see 26 gain the high ground as well, spamming from his shed house, but just going to wait for more buffs before he decides to do anything too risky. Banana tries to go in for the bomb, but he's going to get juggled by the scatter shots coming in from the Scout. Smiley way ahead of him, already has the sight down to the medic, but xiao just tickling him mid-air and not letting him touch the floor until he's dead. But they are going to lose quite a number of players for the side of Xiao. Just once again, just Mel going to be alive right now, potentially going to get chased down all the way by TJ.
The sticky, though, actually helps him get out of the last sticky. Oh, wow, he survives. TJ couldn't get the kill there. Yeah, we also had Itachi chasing. Not going to be able to do it. And now, actually, the follow-up. Oh, no, Nazi going for a big skip jump there. Taken out, though, so good plays by Penguin. At first, just chasing that kill. Not able to quite do so, but then backing up and able to pick one up on the retreat there.
Yeah, Itachi just giving him a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Yeah. So both teams do have an overcharge here, so this push will be a little bit difficult when it does come in. They're still kind of setting it up. Arnold pretty far back right now.
Smiley tries to go for a jump but bumps his head. He's gonna get punished for that instead.
Yeah, it looks like they'll be waiting for him to come back before they push in here. Wanting to get some sort of entry. Nazi gonna try to jump out here and get some damage on Arnold. Doesn't even touch him though. Gets kind of floated and picked apart. So they have a mana advantage for the next 12 seconds, but not looking like they're too interested in pushing that aggressively. Banana actually gets a free kill on a level 3 sentry gun, so that's convenient.
Yeah, both teams don't seem too keen on pushing out as of yet, though, but Banana potentially going to go in for another jump.
And actually, Smiley does get close enough to Mel to get the pop there. Mel's standing very close in.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And they do have a heavy weapons guy out as well. And actually now, also bringing the engineer out to supplement that heavy weapons guy.
Looks like they intend to push in from lower.
Yeah, going for it. Smiley's going to have to catch up from the respawn. Flashing between Itachi and TJ. Heavy weapons guy standing pretty healthy. Down to 30 health now. Is taken out. Oh, and Nazi, what a great flank. It seemed like it was only 3 players in there.
Yeah.
We actually have had somebody.
Fisher was alone on the right side. Smiley only just came in, and TJ still up and well, facing off against 2 players. Potentially going to be able to pick both of them out. Nazi
no.
Yeah, Sticky Trap's going to be able to finish him off.
We actually had a player drop for Club Penguin as well. They're 5 out of 6 right now. One of their soldiers.
Banana.
Yeah, has ducked out of the server real quick. So that push was odd. I don't know if Banana got disconnected right in the midst of that. But it seemed like they were just pushing 3 people into 6, which is going to be really difficult to pull off successfully.
They do seem like they want to dry contest this though, but yeah, they're just going to have to back out. They don't really have Banana at the front lines. Banana just joining back in right now. So we're just going to have to wait. Potentially, they may intend to hold this point. They are going to have Uber soon anyway, so Banana shouldn't have an issue linking up with the rest of his team.
Yeah, and could even counter push in here potentially. Banana is with the combo. And Smiley just coming back from spawns. Banana taking the pipe. They have a very good view of what's happening here. They're actually going to use on TJ here.
Whoa.
Trying to push in. Oh my god, and Mel's got at 98% when they rounded that corner. Gets the overcharge and response. And going to be chasing him out. TJ going for a body block to try to stop that from coming out even further. But Banana's slipping behind. Yeah, and he actually could get the capture on last. Nobody else is back there. And there are players here on second order to contest this and slow this down. It's a huge play from Banana, getting a frag in lobby. And that's the danger of trying to hold your defense too close.
Yeah, Banana just able to pick up a couple of players, sneak by all of them, and then the rest of the team was just distracting them on that second point. And apparently they were actually still dying. The only person up was just going to be xiao, and he couldn't make it back in time.
Yeah, if you have lost second, and you can't just continue to fight around it when there's players behind you like that. So, big pickup from him to take the 2-1 lead here. 15 minutes left on the map, halfway through it. Great preventative rocket from Nazi. Stops Banana from jumping over. He's trying to get over now. Smiley in 26 trade as Banana got the kill on Nazi. He's still pretty healthy as well, so backing up close to his combo. Arnold in some trouble, but that health pack on the side is up. If you can safely reach it. No, somebody else took it, actually. Oh, and then the flank comes in from 26, gets the kill on Arnold. And that's one of the tough things always on Medic. You know, you're so scared for your life, but you actually, have to get forward with your team. If you're the last one in the back of your group of players, someone comes from the side like that and just an easy frag. So kind of needed to be tucked up a little bit closer, kind of needed to be playing a little bit more aggressive with their team. But instead, 26 gets that wraparound, gets that kill. Club Penguin gets the mid fight, but they don't have an uber charge here. We could see a counter push here from Xiao.
We do have a sneaky Banana, but he's just going to back out in the end. They do have that uber charge like you mentioned, and it's going to see a 26 bomb taking the high ground and get denied apparently.
Fwishy and one of the soldiers are behind though, so they're going for another back cap scenario. ×3, this has to be responded to. And looks like actually everybody coming back for that floaty and Nazi. So that does buy some time though. I think that I think they will be able to get a charge up in order to defend second. So pretty beneficial play.
I thought we were going to see a Nazi speed bomb through the window, but he's just going to link up with the rest of his team on mid. Both teams going to have that Uber charge ready to go, so this is going to be interesting to see if xiao wants to push on through with this, because they're currently 1 point down with 13 and a half minutes left on the server timer, so it's up to them if they want to tie this game, and if not, take this game.
Yeah, Snakewater is kind of historically known, or it looks like, at least I have a pause. Do we have a pause going on?
Yeah.
I would say that Snakewater is sort of historically known as one of those maps that you can park the bus on. There kind of have been some moments where clutch matches where, yeah, maybe 10 minutes left or something like that, and you know, a team's holding second and they're just not going to push out in the mid because they're like, okay, well, we're pretty comfortable with this. I actually don't have any sort of problem with that tactic as long as it's a 30-minute map. You know, I'm like, I can, you know, I think TF2 is exciting, and so if it's a low-scoring game, one team holding, the other team forced into being creative, forced into finding answers, I think that's a pretty interesting scenario. There's plenty of time left on the map though, so you would think that Club Penguin aren't like, oh, we got 14 minutes, we can just hold last in second for 14 minutes, and then we'll win the map. You know, I'm sure that they're going to try to push forward, try to make that lead a 2-round lead, or at the least, you know, offense is a great defense. So just kind of trying to create more space for themselves will be the route forward here.
Definitely. I mean, so far, most, if not all, the Asian teams tend to prefer doing that compared to just parking the bus. Of course, there are times where, you know, you just really just want to make sure you secure that win and you just park the bus. But usually they want to get more comfortable with a sizable lead in case any slip-ups or anything. At least, you know, they're 2 points up. It's not going to end up with a tie. It's not going to end up with a golden cap. They still have that extra point just in case.
Oh, and you know, just since we got some downtime, Core sounding off in chats, sharing some messages, just that the match.tf website for this was inaccurate on the maps that were picked. Somebody in chat was kind of throwing that out there. They're like, I think Reckoner is supposed to be played, but it sounds like that was actually a bug, and it actually is Goalie Wash, not Reckoner. So, and on our first map here, the Club Penguin Crusaders have been able to eke out a slight advantage, 2-1. We're in a pause, but about 14 minutes left on the map.
Not too sure what the reason for the pause was, though. Might be another ping issue, potentially.
Well, yeah, it's 2 minutes in the future, so I've got to wonder whether Arnold or Banana have had a disconnect. You know, also sort of surprised that they didn't pause under those last circumstances, a player dropping during a push in a last, but also it didn't really make much of a difference, you know, considering the fail push. They probably were going to lose second anyways, and well, you know, they're holding their defensive second now, but it surely wasn't because of the pause, the drop earlier.
But so far, based on what you've been seeing so far, like, who is are there any players that stand out to you so far?
It's been a good mix. I've liked the bombs of Smiley. It seems like over on it seems like over on the other side though, for Xiao, 26 and Nazi are doing a good job of kind of both sharing the bombs. And I don't know, both of them are playing pretty good. Kind of tough to say between Itachi and Floaty, who's outperforming. But it's been a fun match so far, pretty close.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely very close for both sides. Surprising that Club Penguin is actually taking the lead right now. Usually we always see a lot of xiao dominance, so I'm actually pleased. I'm actually pleased with what we're seeing so far. Just the Crusaders crusading on.
Yeah, and we'll have to see what the circumstances are once we come back into this game. Whether the players will kind of inform us through their chat, or maybe we can get some insider information somewhere else. We are heading back to Snakewater, so I don't think anybody GG'd out or anything of that first map.
No.
There was about 14 minutes on the clock. I believe the Uber charges were even, so I mean that's a pretty easily replicatable scenario.
Not too sure what's going on as well. I've actually got some of the players who aren't in game, so may have been a crash for their side. So just gonna have to wait and see, or wait and see if I can get any info what's going on.
Okay, so yeah, sounds like there was something kind of broke, but we're just gonna restart in the same position with a similar time on the board. So as we were discussing, that shouldn't be a problem. Real easy to kind of set up, and we should be getting going underway here again shortly.
Yeah, both teams had Uber, and yeah, just once they're done healing everyone up, they can just start back up again.
All right, so players, I'm sure, pretty eager to get this underway. Best of 5 finals. Just because you have them doesn't mean they need to go on until late in the morning. You know, that's sort of typical though for grand finals and for best of 5s though, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's typical of Asia as well. I mean, let's start at 10. No, let's start at 11. It's normal.
Yeah, someone kind of gave me the heads up. They're like, yeah, if the match starts on time, but you know, that was all right.
It's just it's a time zone thing. It's the TF2 time zone. Does look like everyone else is slowly making their way back in. I think we're just waiting on Arnold.
Waiting on Arnold again. Once again, quick shout out to all the LANs that are coming up. We got the LAN Down Under this weekend taking place in Australia, in Melbourne. We also, a month and a week from now, we're going to have Moscow LAN, just a small LAN in Russia. But I'm going to be attending, pretty excited about that. And then a couple weeks after that, we got the I Series coming up in England. So we are live once again, and having a reset scenario here. 13 minutes on the clock, and Club Penguin are going to be holding second with Xiao taking middle. Xiao down 1 point right now.
2-1 in favor of the Club Penguin Crusaders. Everyone's just gonna make their way back to their positions and grind on that Uber charge.
It does sort of look like Xiao's going in the mid fight. Yep, okay, there we go. They do have the point there. And Club Penguin, no engineers, no nothing crazy. Pulled out, you know, and say, oh yeah, we had a level 3 sentry set up. And
sneaky plays in.
Yeah, just 20% away from their charge, so I'm sure the players will be calling it pretty shortly here. This does sort of play into Club Penguin's favor just a little bit. They do have the 2-1 lead, and Nazi playing kind of polite there. It's like both teams are good, and then Banana just like walks into Nazi, and Nazi kind of stares at him. It looks like spam coming out now, and Xiao are trying to push him through lower now that we have gone live here once again.
Ooh, 26. Inching his way forward. Oh, eating a lot of damage though.
Nazi. Yeah, Nazi gets taken out. Tough circumstances here for Xiao. Banana actually surging pretty far forward. He's able to get into the catwalk. That opens up Saw a little bit. But they're not going to push. I was to say that first engagement there, maybe a little bit more difficult for Xiao to get into the midst of it. You know, the classic, like, okay, now you attack. It's like, okay, well, if they know we're coming, you know, there's no whole element of suspense. Real easy for them to choke that out. But we'll see if, you know, once the second attempt kind of comes together,
they can actually kind of get far enough in to justify an uber charge. Coming in through Saw is the easier route there to accomplish that. And 26 will get in. They're not really following him in hard, though. He's standing from the box. No real pressure from the other side. 26 trying to jump further in, but getting stuffed. And Nazi goes down, getting caught on lower. Wish he could almost flank through on that side. Well, okay, a moment's passed, but there just wasn't anybody keeping eyes on it. But Xiao has backed up after losing that player, so...
Probably just another reset for now. They seem content with just spamming each other out right now. Timer has ticked down to 10 minutes and 20 seconds. It does look like 26 and Nazi constantly want to go in for bombs, but they're just getting absolutely denied by the scouts for the side of Crusaders. So just gonna have to rethink their angle, or potentially going for a speedy bomb through the window, because the medic's all alone on that point. It's quite a nice jump spot.
Yeah, I mean, those are your two options. Either kind of commit to the bomb as Nazi comes out again, and this time definitely more committed. 26 also getting taken out. Oh, wow. 26, though, does get the kill on TJ and Banana. And until I noticed that, I was going to say the double bomb is a little suspect, as, you know, you can easily get pushed back into if you don't get any results. But able to get the 2 frags, it does actually open things up for him, because the kind of numbers are even locally, and their players that are respawning at both soldiers should be able to catch back up quickly. But they haven't gotten through any of these major doorways, any of these chokes. What I was going to say is the other kind of option is to just kind of pop through, and I think that's what they're going to need to do here, is to just kind of commit to it. What they sort of have been doing is just very cautiously towing forward and trying to get some sort of advantage and then popping. Again, they're going for it, but Floaty and Nazi both go down.
Tommy goes down as well.
Oh, yeah. So they're in some trouble here. Quick pressure.
Smiley.
Oh, yeah. There's pressure around on Mel, and Mel's going to use that uber charge with 60 health, so able to get it out. But only these 2 players. Club Penguin actually kind of slow, in my opinion, getting out here. Banana is forward, trying to cut them out on Kitchen. Does get the kill. Nice play by Smiley. Aishu also goes down, so numbers advantage going to be maintained from Club Penguin. Xiao having some problems pushing out here under that last circumstance, and they're going to be in trouble even more so, as they're not going to have an uber charge to defend last, and not even really going to be able to mount any sort of significant defense on second here either.
Yep, they're already going to cap this point, and they've got an uber charge as well. We've got an engineer up and a sniper, but they're just going to pop and walk on through. Like you see, they're coming in from below. Tachi going to be able to jump straight through. The pipe's already, the sticky's already on point. No one there to contest it. It's only going to get bounced up. They're just coming back down. Eventually, Heavy's finally going to make his way out to the point. They're actually successfully defending this solid.
Oh!
Wow. Banana. Solo capping.
And actually, huge shout out to DJ on that capture as well, because you know, one thing that you got to do, and sometimes beginning teams forget about it, is you got to pressure the point.
Yeah.
And TJ got on there and forced everybody to collapse on that point, to try to defend it. And in the end, it looked like that push was going to fail, but there was so much time that it was actually really easy. Banana just needed a split second alone on the point to finish that capture.
Big shame, but the mid-fight gonna be on the way once again. They're trying to... The Xiao players are just dropping like flies. Aisho's gonna be able to pick up Smiley, but at the cost of both their Solis, and Soli's gonna be jumping forward, and Mel is not gonna be in a happy place. Fishy's out for so much blood, and this is pretty much Mel going down full white for the side of Xiao, and wow, the Penguin Crusaders.
Yeah, again, once again though, 26 and Nazi kind of getting shut down on the bombs, and then afterwards in the follow-up, they just committed. Good defense by Itachi to hold off the scout Aishu that was in his face, trying to get the kill on Arnold. That would have been a nice consolation. Instead, though, Arnold has the uber charge, ready to push in. They want to make this a 4-1 lead. Right now, it's 3-1. 6.5 minutes left on the scoreboard. It's already quite nice, but you know, why not run that score up?
They've got the full uber charge, so this could potentially be another last point easy push. We don't really see, we've got a sniper up, but you know, they just pop the uber right as the shutter doors open, and Scout's already getting so much capture time.
Yeah, again, TJ just getting on that point, so much time on it. One player did fly in to stop him, but they already had the offensive stickies on the point, so just pop those and get an easy finish. Are we first to 5 will end us, or is a 5-round differential will end us?
5-round differential.
Okay, cool. So they are 1 away from having 5, but 2 away from that differential, and we have 6 minutes on the clock. So they could stomp this out either way, though. Club Penguin in a very comfortable 3-round lead right now. 26 bombing up super high, is able to get the catwalk and survive. Nazi does get the kill on the medic this time, with Mel staying alive for now. Banana in saw though, and will be jumping out, as Mel also has to watch out for a roller, but they get the kill on Itachi, get the kill on Banana. Mel picks up a bottle, feeling pretty comfy. TJ coming in from kitchen, but he's gonna go down. 3 players coming up. One of them is Fwishy on the engineer. Looks like they're going to be holding last.
It's going to be really tight if they want to claw their way back up 3 rounds. Not too sure if it's going to be possible. They can definitely close the gap, but we're just going to have to wait to see. They got to really plow on through. Thought that they would grab this point, do the same thing for the next 2 rounds, but they've already got a sentry and a heavy up defending this last point.
Yeah, we'll see how the sentry gun goes. Level 2, Aishu has to just run at it. It also distracts Floaty, demanding some of his attention. Floaty's going to try to get some time on the point, but has to back up. Smiley has gone down. TJ on the heavy weapons guy, though, doing a ton of work. Does get the kill on Floaty. Aishu surging forward, and Tommy there as well. But both those players getting stuffed. TJ does finally go down on the heavy weapons guy, but Itachi right on top of Mel. Mel gets a saw, but Arnold pulls it off a little bit better. He gets the kill on Mel and gets the Uber charge. So 4:20 on the clock, and well, it's just going to get tougher here for Xiao. It's probably a mathematical impossibility at this point, but you know, we have a long series in front of us, and you know, I just, you know, as a TF2 player, an occasional coach, mentality and just getting your head on straight is what's most important. So they should just take this last 3.5 minutes, just try to just work on their teamwork, work on getting things done. And right now, Nazi and 26 are doing a better job of kind of jumping in, getting a bit of damage, and then jumping out, surviving. Banana does trade with Tommy. Nazi getting a kill on Smiley, but does go down to Fwishy. So the fight a little bit scattered from Xiao, and there goes 26. Oh no, and Mel just on the point alone as everybody runs away from him and dies. And scouts are just going to chase down Mel here. Mel actually kill binds there, which was the smartest decision. Ugh, getting rough here.
3 minutes left on the clock, and yeah, it's not happening for Xiao, but as we can see, the Crusaders, they want to go in for that 5-point lead. Well, just to get to 5.
I think that last push in there as well does kind of sum up one of the things that Xiao could clearly work on their next time, and that'd be the bombs of 26 and Nazi. They definitely had some kind of issues getting them synced up, really kind of maximizing the damage output. And you know, a sack is good if you're getting results, but if both of your soldiers are sacking and you're not getting enough results, it's not going to work out. TJ getting on the point again. Nazi coming in, very low health though, and now Mel, wow, dodging so many scattergun shots on the side though. Will be enough though. TJ fighting with Arnold. Arnold there. Banana slinging rockets in from afar. Getting some work done, but it looks like the push has fallen apart.
Arnold does survive, and Banana wants to go in for a sneaky cap? Nah, he's just going to toss out a rocket and back out.
Just trying to see what's out there, but he sees quite a few players. And Club Penguin will be with a 30% Uber charge advantage, and now it's going to be their opportunity to just get a little bit more practice in as this map's starting to wind up. See if they can get one more on the board here, and another solid offensive push in.
Definitely time for that, but the Crusaders are going to have their Uber up soon, compared to you know, Xiao's 50%. They've got enough time for a couple more solid pushes, so they can definitely see if they can hold this point again.
They're going to walk from lower into Shutter. Nice, easy way. They're going to use the Uber charge as they come in, flashing the scout as well. Itachi forced to get on top of the sentry gun. Does take it out, no problem. Aishu running back out on the scout. Smiley has gone down for Club Penguin. They're kind of banged up here. Aishu getting some damage, and then a frag with a pistol on the side there. Only 3 players left up for Club Penguin. A few respawning shortly, and Xiao is going to charge out here. Floaty bombing over, TJ and Fushy backing up. Nazi is through on Saw side, might try to jump out here. Find Arnold or something, but no, we'll get discovered and kind of push back. And actually, Fushy with the flank. Nazi's got to be careful. Taken out by Fushy. Big play there. Tommy also going down to Banana. Smiley has gone down, and the push out from Mel here. The Ubercharge has been used. A couple players behind, though. They might get that back at Banana and Fushy. Fushy a little bit slow, though, so I don't think that this will actually happen here.
Probably not. Yeah.
No. It was going to be close, but they did get the stop on it. And actually, though, that does enable Arnold and TJ to come out, get the kill on Mel, get the kill on Floaty, and stop the middle capture here. Arnold also did a sub Aishu on ramp. 26 bombing in, but here's Itachi as well. And oh no, Xiao completely stuffed there. They're going to see Nazi rotate, well, actually, attempt to rotate into kitchen. Ooh, big kill by Tommy. 5 seconds on the clock, though. He's going to get taken out by Smiley. And it looks like Club Penguin taking this first map 4-1.
Honestly, quite surprising. I mean, I want the Penguin players to come out swinging, and they have very well. But quite surprised that the xiao players are playing the way they are right now. Usually they are really focused. They focus on targets properly. But I don't know. Maybe they just need a little bit more time to warm up.
Yeah, that certainly could be part of it. It's also, I mean, Snakewater, in my opinion, is sort of a weird map that you know, some players can kind of have problems on, or kind of the teamwork can kind of fall apart. Aishu is saying server was lagging really badly, though. Yeah, we'll see. Checking out the stats, and we don't have a combined logs, but just the logs for the second chunk of things. Pingu TJ with a big 16 frags and 5 deaths. His scout partner Fushy 10 frags, 5 deaths. So just kind of that scout combo there, doing a lot of work, dying close to 40% less than their opposition. 10 frags or 10 deaths on the scouts for Club Penguin versus 14 from Xiao. But again, that was only like kind of the last 13 minutes of that half. Mel as well, though, only 3 charges versus 6 out of Arnold.
Wow. That's a pretty sizable difference coming up.
I mean, Arnold just died once, so you know, really able to kind of get those heals out, stay alive, stay with it.
That's pretty interesting. Even though we've only got the last few pieces of the log, that's still pretty big deal. That, you know, your medic is dying 6 times compared to just the other medics once.
And it might have just been the mid fight that was won at the very beginning. The only time that Arnold actually went down. So Xiao, you know, had a few good moments there. Again, I feel like they need to tighten up the bombs between 26 and Nasi. And their Devil Man as well, only 2 frags, and then not that much damage spit out. Actually, pretty much the lowest damage class out there. So
I don't know. Just gonna have to wait and see what they can do on Gully Wash, which is the next map queued up.
Yeah, it's a whole new world. So that's I think one of the joys and strengths of playing multiple maps. I think it's really important. You know, some players just have issues on some maps. Every map is a whole new world. So
the night is still young.
Yeah, exactly. And Snakewater is a classic, but you know, I would put it behind Goalie Wash and Process in terms of popularity. You know, if you're playing pickup games and the players are choosing the maps, you might not play Snakewater all night.
Yeah. Process definitely a crowd favorite.
And even Badlands, you know, pretty popular map. That's our scheduled 4th map. the Pro Lands variant, which isn't too different.
Just wait and see what the players from Xiao, if they have an answer to the aggression coming up in Crusaders. Because if they drop this map as well, the next map will be the deciding map. If Crusaders take that as well, that's pretty much a 3-round victory out of the 5 for the Crusaders, and they're just going to be crowned the grand champs.
And TJ and Fwishy have been playing very strong for Club Penguin. Mentioned the bombs of Nazi and 26 need to be tightened up.
Yep.
And those sort of seem like 2 different issues, but they are related. You know, if your soldiers are alive, if your soldiers can help your scouts fight, then scout versus scout is going to be a lot easier. You know, if those players are already banged up, or if their movement is sort of predictable because they have to dodge these rockets, and then you know where to aim your scatter gun out. So, you know, if they can keep those players up, just be a little bit more mindful about their bombs. And perhaps as we get rolling here on this second map, Xiao can pull it back here and even the map score.
Yep, gonna be going live on that next restart. And yeah, I really want to see what Xiao can do. Hopefully, like you said, they tighten up their solid bombs. The mid of Gully, of course, a lot of solids like to bomb straight across the big door, so we're just gonna have to see and hope that they pull off some interesting plays coming up for the side of Xiao, coming up from Nasi as well as 26. But Itachi's gonna be reaching mid fairly early compared to Floaty, and they're just gonna start spamming each other out as we'll see the big bomb coming in from Smiley straight away. He's gonna stand on the midpoint right now and just linking up with the rest of his team, waiting for them to reach the front lines. But we're gonna see Nasi do some sneaky plays coming from behind him. The drop down Arnold potentially going to be in a world of hurt with the Solis coming to the finish the job, and just like that, a full wipe for the side of the Crusaders.
Yeah, Club Penguin maybe getting shut down prematurely here. As yeah, Xiao just going nutty on that midpoint. They're actually already on top of last here. TJ walks out with his toolbox that is like, oh wait, and just backs up, switches to scout, and then actually backs into the last point again as the soldiers have left. So he's going to try to get a sentry gun up here. We also have the pyro in effect here, which as I mentioned you know, earlier, Snakewater kind of a wider point, so if you don't have an uber charge and you're playing defense, you can kind of just split up and scatter. This point's so close in that the pyro is a very good option, but he can't really do much as they're just running in. They take out the gun, and Squishy gets just pushed into, taken out. Itachi goes down behind the point. Smiley very low as well. Arnold and TJ, the last one's up, and they get wiped out as well. Wow.
Yeah, this is the Xiao I remember.
Yeah, it's a little bit different scenario. Very strong mid-fight for him. Itachi going down behind the point. The defense just not working out. Every single thing about that defense just fell apart. Sentry gun destroyed early. Pyro taken out before you can get into spawn and switch classes. And then just getting destroyed everywhere else. Banana down low. 26 pretty wrecked early. He gets taken out. So already a better fight for the Penguins. Itachi has gotten killed though by Floaty. So frags continuing to be exchanged here. There goes Tommy, and that will actually throw things. Also, as Aishu goes down, oh gosh. And then Mel forced to just suicide bind as Fwishy chasing them down.
It's a huge turnaround for what we saw in the first game. The first round, sorry.
Yeah, Shu on the other foot, but also that last map, we did have a quick round going one way to start us off, and then a quick round coming back the other way. So Club Penguin going to try to replicate that as Xiao do have a sentry gun rolling. No pyro, but they have chosen to go with a heavy weapons guy who's down below the point. Nazi has gone down as this Ubercharge starting to fade here. Smiley taken out by the sticky trap. Only 3 players up here for Xiao.
Oh, Mel.
Mel in a lot of trouble. It's a bomb coming over the top. Banana can't quite find it though. Oh, there we go. Finally, the medic and everybody else taken out. 1-1 tie game here.
Mel was alive for way longer than they should be. But yeah, that was a really fast rounds going by. 2 rounds gone by already. We're just less than 4 minutes in. And 1 point each on both sides. Just gonna have to wait and see who wipes who first on this mid.
Floaty, again, another really quick rollout from him, and Smiley actually getting totally destroyed. Going for that skip wall jump. Itachi pushes forward alone. Up the elbow. Completely destroyed. But at least this time, the medic has survived. Arnold getting out. So it looks like we'll have a quick 2 points captured instead of the full 3. There is an Uber charge available for Club Penguin to attempt to hold last and perhaps pump the brakes a little bit on just the tempo of this game. Goalie wash can go extremely fast. If you wipe on mid, you can get rolled back, as we saw 2 quick rounds in a row. But this time, the tempo is starting to slow down.
Gonna have both sides just try to get that Uber charge ready to go. We're gonna see a sneaky spy? Nah, just checking for off-glassing for the side. There's TJ swaps on to spy for a bit. But we are going to see a spy coming up for the side of xiao though. We're going to see some sneaky xiao plays. Currently inside, just making his way up outside the spawn. Spots the engineer. Potentially going to get a backstab. D-Close as he turns around. And Fushi's going to be able to pick him off.
That's unfortunate. And with 10 seconds for both of those players on their respawn.
Oh, big
looks like
fight.
we do have a push out here. Uber charge is used. Good flashing around as well to protect TJ and Itachi. Floaty's gonna have to back up.
Mel made it out alive, holding on to that charge.
I mean, that capture announcement made me nervous just real quick. Just like, there's no back cap going on, right? You know, but indeed, they're just fine. One of the scouts went back as well, just to really make sure that no one was gonna sneak one in on him. Mel looking to charge out through choke here. They do have a charge ready to go as that situation has flip-flopped. Smiley goes down. The overcharge has been used here, which is a little bit unfortunate, but they will get the capture here. So Club Penguin might be pushed into a recapture scenario here.
Smiley just hiding behind the rocks, jumps out at the opportune moment, gets a force down onto Mel. And this could potentially spell disaster for the side of xiao with the Crusaders coming up with that full Uber charge. They're just going to come out straight away. Coming in from the big door side, apparently. Itachi trying to see if he can get some sticky shots out. But they're really, really cautious about this. They're just taking their sweet time and just looks like they want to back out to last and hold last, actually.
It was a good sticky trap kill to pick off TJ here. 26 kind of overextends. He goes down. They are able to trade for Smiley. And also, oh, wow. Nasi in here. Gets the drop on Arnold. Unfortunately for him, miscalculation. Blame it on the ping, Arnold, as not able to get that pop out.
Nasi actually came in from behind them. I think he went under and just jumped off straight from the point and smacked Arnold out of the sky with that Uber.
Yeah, that's a huge pick off. It does give them the round. We'll see if Club Penguin can bounce back. Perhaps get a quick one here. 26 with a big double bomb over the top. Goes all the way over the bottle. Did get a rocket on Banana as he came across here. But 26 now going to be in some trouble down low. Very weak. Gun down. Nasi also down there. Sort of getting pincered, but he's able to get the kill on Fwishy. And Xiao pushing into the choke. Club Penguin has had to back up. They're afraid of Aishu coming around with the flank. We're going to take River as well.
Midpoint in the hands of xiao. And ooh, we're gonna see Nasi already jumping up top, trying to see if he can get the high ground, raining down those rockets. And they're just gonna put that Uber charge really early for the side of the Crusaders. Try to bully the xiao players out, and xiao's just gonna pop a much superior one.
That was actually closer than it should have been, because Mel walked around that corner and was coming down there with 90 to 95%. I don't think there was any kind of inkling that the Ubercharge wasn't there yet. If Club Penguin had known, though, and had really kind of pushed that just a little bit quicker, they could have gotten an easy kill on Mel before an Ubercharge was ready.
And yeah, they're just going to be able to grind out the Ubercharge again for both sides, and it's pretty much going to be equal Ubers for this point in time. 26 spawning in, as will the other players for the side of the Crusaders. And right now, just gonna have to wait and see while they set up camp on last. We've already got a heavy, and the xiao players, it's on them to see if they want to widen the gap further.
Yeah, Arnold will have an Ubercharge ready to go for him, though. So they do have some defensive options here. Heavy weapons guy switching over to Engineer.
Spamming through those chokes. Banana potentially going to go out for a play. Trying to see if he can get some get an angle, but he's gonna get spotted by Tommy, and he's probably gonna have no choice but to back out. Eats quite a bit of damage, trying to see if they can land a finishing blow, but he's just gonna strafe down to safety. Nasi goes in for 26, sorry, he goes in, tries to get some hero plays, but Arnold just gonna survive that onslaught coming in, and doesn't look like they want to push them out. For the side of the Crusaders, they're going to be able to pick up quite a number of players, but they are going to drop TJ as well as Nasi. There's 2 players down for both sides, so I don't think they're going to be doing anything too risky. Vaishal on Sniper as well.
Oh! Yeah, it takes out Smiley with a nice snipe down the way. And they could possibly get in here. They've just been really cautious about that. They lose Tommy to some sort of trap from Itachi. And actually floating going down, TJ just gets into him. It says, okay, you don't have a demo man. I want to pop this Ubercharge, but actually now going to be in some trouble. Oh, there's the Ubercharge pop, though. And we also have Banana standing on top of some boxes, looking to get an ambush here. 26 does get answered down under those circumstances. Oh! Aishu with a huge snipe gets the kill on Arnold. He was trying to come out here with TJ. That was pretty insane. And oh gosh, and then big defensive plays. Oh, Tommy gets the capture after everybody is down. Tommy got the kill on Fushu there, but just big snipes, big fights from Xiao on the second point. And they take it 3-1.
Xiao definitely leading this map right now. Kudos to Aisha for landing that headshot, and Tommy, of course, going behind enemy lines to get that back cap. Mid-fight gonna be underway once again. We're gonna see the double Solly bomb potentially going forward for the side of the Crusaders, but that's gonna be Smiley already going to go down, and just everyone collapsing onto the players. You're gonna see Arnold pick up a kill with the arrow, but that's gonna be 4 players down for the side of the Crusaders, make that 5, but 3 for the side of the Xiao players. They are gonna have their medic still up and well, so that's gonna be full Uber at.
Yeah, nice rocket at the end there from Nazi to get Arnold as he was trying to sneak away from Big Door. And I liked the play call from Club Penguin. You could tell that they committed to it, trying to push up that short elbow to take their opponent's high ground on that mid-fight. But it went downhill very quickly as Smiley got destroyed and then just started losing players, and then Arnold didn't know where to go. And their retreat out of Big Door did get shut down. So the second point hasn't quite got captured yet, but we do have an Uber charge ready to go for Xiao. They're certainly going to try to get in on this last point here shortly.
Frishy up on the pipes as the heavy, and gonna ready to mow down anyone who decides to push on through. They've got an NG up as well, level 3, 7th man for the team. They're just gonna pop that Uber charge. They know where the sentry is right now, but they have to focus it down. Finally, it does go down, and they're just doing massive cleanup. And Frishy just coming in to see if he can mow everyone down, but everyone's just focusing the fire extremely well. They've only got their scout and Solly up right now, going up against a demo and a scout, and Uber Source coming out for the side of Mel, and has no choice but to back out with that clutch Uber coming out for the side of Arnold.
Yeah, big play from Arnold. Aishu still down low, but yeah, TJ full health, Aishu just a scrap, so easy cleanup there. And unfortunately for Xiao, that push in sputtering out. Banana might jump. Oh, he does know that they're at Big Door. They can hear those stickies going in, so that was good kind of wraparound play from him. Get some damage down. TJ is going to get the cap rolling as well, and that does force Xiao into a decision. Do you come out, do you contest, or do you back up? 26 gets fragged by Banana on the side. Banana able to just round the corner away, gets an arrow heal on him.
Uber gonna be coming up for the side of Xiao momentarily, but I don't think they're gonna be able to do much with that. We're gonna see Nasi trying to fight his way at Big Door with the help of his scout. Gonna get tossed up in the air and lands on the awning just in time to save his own life. Medic's gonna be on the ground, not a happy place. Has no choice but to pop that Uber charge to save himself and his teammates, and he has to go down for that Arnold kill.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Just barely got that Uber charge. Kind of in an odd spot though, you know, him and Itachi. Fushy though got completely separated. I thought that mid-fight was going to go the way of the Penguins, but TJ going down, Fushy getting disconnected, and as those Uber charges come out, Club Penguin then has to completely back out of mid, back out of second. Should be able to put up a defense here on last, only a 10% difference in the Uber charge, which is pretty negligible. And the Club Penguin Crusaders will be able to build that a little bit faster than Xiao.
Yep, 26 already did spot out the sentry gun, so they know where it is. And yeah, they've right now they've only got the NG off class. They're gonna have that Uber charge up soon, so they're not too worried about that. They do have that Uber to contest any pushes coming in for the side of Xiao. So I would actually like to see Xiao go in for some sack bombs and maybe come in as an off class, but we'll just have to wait and see what they decide to do. 26 potentially just gonna try to see if he can spam down that sentry gun, but the engineer is just gonna be right there to heal it back up. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, can't quite get that together. Smiley's still on the spy, but he's just back in spawn. I guess just checking to see if there's other off classes or whatnot. Kind of just waiting. He's gonna go back to soldier just as swiftly as he goes back to soldier. He goes back to spy because they stuffed 26, so they're gonna try to push out here. But also, again, if they're gonna push out, you don't want a heavy weapons guy and a spy. So now he's back to soldier and Wishy on the scout. So pretty indecisive there, and that means that locally they just like don't have the forces to fight. Itachi walks in through wood all by himself. Tommy tries to run past to go to get the capture. Is going to run into Smiley, but still Itachi in some problems here. Taken out, and we have a fight going on in the lobby. Uber's exchange here. The scouts from Club Penguin doing a good job of kind of faking them out and saying, you know, you guys go forward, we could just get the capture on second. But now Arnold goes down, TJ goes down. Banana wants to come out and fight and support Fwishy. They do need to get a capture here. Aishu is coming from, or is fighting out on second. He is going to have to back out here. Tommy just starting to get out here on second. He gets taken out. 26 now on the scene of the crime. And so is Nazi. So the soldiers returning to action are going to be able to finish up Club Penguin. But Club Penguin will be able to just hold last, and we'll have an Uber charge advantage as well.
Yep, that wraparound coming in from Floaty to pick off Arnold as well. That's a bit of a shame that the Mel went down as well, so that's going to be pretty much slightly red, but I think it's just going to be negligible. They're probably just going to end up holding last and just waiting to see what Xiao can do.
And Smiley on the spy again here, but unfortunately for him, walks out of that lower shutter, walks directly into the scout. They body block each other, so there's no question about it. Smiley going to run all the way back to spawn, and at least for his sake, his spy attempts haven't really hurt his team, but haven't really been able to get anything out of it, unfortunately.
I'd like to see either team. So far, we haven't seen them like at these kinds of standoffs go in for a very, very deep bomb so far. Banana seemingly wants to do it, but he's going lower, but he does get face to face against Nasi. We're going to see the scout rotate around to see if we can help him out as well. TJ going to be up inside River together with the help of Smiley, potentially see if they can push back the players of Xiao, but they're all right there, so they have no choice but back out themselves to last.
Yeah, this is unfortunate circumstances for Club Penguin. Very difficult scenario to push out of. You know, when Uber charges are even, player counts even, you're thinking about pushing out of last. It's just very difficult unless you actually get some sort of capture. And they do try to tempt Tommy into coming down through the log shutter. And they get some damage on him, but he does get out okay. 26 on the side, tries to sneak into River undetected, but Smiley does see him go that way and picks up the frag. So, looks like Xiao are just going to kind of chill out for a little bit more here.
See the players for the side of Penguins making their way forward. TJ coming in alone. Going to get one of the Solis down really low. Nazi's going to be a bit low, but the medic's going to right there. And Aisho decides to catch every single sticky. And I give him a big hug while they explode. So that's going to be the scout down for the side of Xiao. But yeah, both teams got one scout down. Both teams got their Uber charge as well. So they're pretty much comfortable. I mean, Xiao's comfortable. They got a 2-point lead up right now. 12 minutes and 40 seconds. It's really on the Penguins to make their move. Banana actually doing a big wraparound. Potentially going to get a force down onto the Xiao players, though, coming in from choke.
Yeah, that's actually a huge flank. You don't really see that under these circumstances.
No one knows he's
there.
there.
Information as well. Big jump around the side. Oh, and he gets the drop. Mel very confused by the circumstances and got Goomba stomped. Banana right on top of him, and you gotta push out now if you're Club Penguin. You just gotta find a way. They get a kill on Aishu. They find out that Tommy's also behind him as well, and a soldier coming in. Nasi trying to get some sort of pop on Arnold, but can't really connect the rockets. And great job by Club Penguin, particularly Banana there. Definitely. And that's what you need from your soldiers.
Everyone was clumped up in river, and Banana just decided to go out through big door and wrap around all the way, get a huge frag down onto Mel, and that's gonna still have the Uber charge into the hands of Arnold. Nasi tries to go in to get the force, but Arnold stays strong.
Yeah, Arnold pretty disconnected from his team over on Choke's side. So lucky that his team was able to get that damage on the soldier real quickly here. They're pushing forward. Not a bad opportunity to use, but the medic is able to kind of get away from him, so do kind of got to slow it down a little bit. They're getting a capture time on second, so they feel confident with this push in. Are able to get the kill on Floaty. They've lost Banana, they've lost Smiley. Scout pressuring the point. Aishu's there fighting. Medic is there. Oh my god, Arnold picks up another kill with a saw. He's still out there sawing. But 7 health. Itachi with 2 kills right there. That was very close. But the Penguins able to take it to 2-3 here with 10:50 on the map left. Still time to tie this up for sure.
Lots of time, and just both medics with their Uber saws out trying to get that clutch Uber. Yeah. But yeah, Itachi's just gonna stand on the point for his team. Mid fight gonna be on the way once again. We're gonna see 26 try to go in for a bomb, but he's just gonna get tossed down onto the floor. They're gonna go face off against Banana. Both of them trading lots of damage. Banana's gonna come out victorious. Nasi gonna single-handedly keep everyone at choke. The scouts trying to push on through, and Xiao, despite losing one player, they somehow grab this midpoint with Nasi just holding them at bay.
Yeah, it was also the fact that Banana got so banged up. He was able to stay in the fight, jump in through drop down. Nasi with a nice attempt there to get in on Arnold. Did get some damage done, but Club Penguin does survive. They have the Uber charge here. They don't realize how subtle of an advantage they had there. Banana comes in from down low. Actually gets taken out though by Aishu. I think he was sort of counting on his team to push in through choke to offer distraction. Would have been a pretty strong commitment from Club Penguin. I guess they weren't really ready to pull the trigger there.
Probably just going to be a bit of a standoff right now. Both teams do have their full Uber charge ready to go, so just going to see who decides to overextend a bit too much. We're going to see Big Door, a lot of action going down. Solly spamming, so they're out demo. Itachi going to be spamming out damage as well. Fishy going to be really low, but the mate's going to be right by his side to bring him back up. And yeah, everyone's just probably going to reset back to their positions. Fishy's going to be right there trying to bait people on through, with Smiley standing there as well, getting ready to toss some rockets into the faces of Nasi, who eats quite a lot of it. Has no choice but to back out to get an arrow from his medic. And yeah, it's just going to be a bit of a spam fest right now. And both teams just trying to see if they can capitalize on any mistakes.
Yeah, it's still plenty of time on the clock for Club Penguin. No pressure for them right now. They can just kind of slowly work this forward. Of course, Xiao, you know, don't want to give up anything easy. Then again, at the same time, they also just don't want to overcommit with a push. Nazi trying to go through a drop down, but actually, I think Banana was on his way down at the same time. They trade kills. A couple frags going out on both sides. All the soldiers are down. And Twitch actually just got a scout right in his face. The roller on the ground there. Somehow Twitch survives. Waiting for an arrow heal here. Does get one. As Mel a little isolated, but nobody's really there to punish him. Club Penguin have backed up.
Yeah, just probably going to be another reset. Both medics did survive that exchange, and they're just probably going to grind it out. It does look like the CL players want to push on through to the second point, though. Going to already see the players make their way forward, and the banana bomb straight down.
Oh, wow.
Going to be able to get a lot of damage down. Itachi's going to be able to pick up Tommy as well as 26. Nazi going down as well. All that for the price of a banana. That's going to open the door for them to push mid.
Yeah, that's an expensive banana. 3 players just for the 1 soldier. And going to put Xiao in some trouble here because also they just have this 1-round lead. Trying to hold on to this map. They've now given up the middle point over kind of a sloppy exchange there.
I'm gonna have that Uber ready to go. We're gonna see Smiley coming from behind. They popped the Uber charge through choke and bomb straight into the face of Mel, and they're just gonna have to rotate back up. We're gonna see Fishy behind enemy line. Smiley is gonna get taken down as well, Fishy, but they do trade it for a 26. But right now it's probably just gonna be another reset unless we're gonna see another Nasi bomb. He's already at the big door spamming out his rockets to see if he can get some damage done. There you go, there's the bomb. Tries to go straight down onto Arnold. Picks him up as well. Itachi is going to be able to get that revenge kill, but that's going to be the medic down for the side of the Crusaders.
Yeah, that's a big play from Nasi, and that's certainly what we need to see out of the Xiao soldiers if they kind of want to control things here. Fwishy on the sniper will be able to get to the shutter in front of second and look out. But might have to back up, might have to switch over to engineer.
Oh!
But wow, yeah, actually TJ with a flank. I didn't see where he came from, but gets the kill on Mel. That's a huge pick off.
No idea where TJ came from, but the Solis are going to work together to take down Smiley. TJ is going to go down in the end, and we're just going to see how the Crusaders decide to capitalize on this. The medic is still alive. They're going to have that fully recharged way earlier than Xiao players will. So just going to see if they decide to push out. The onus is on them right now.
And, you know, goalie wash, 6 minutes on the map. Club Penguin 1 round down, pushed all the way back. They do have an overcharge advantage here, and Xiao extremely far back, holding the second point. They're back by big door. Arnold took some rockets coming in, but he's able to pick up that big pack that is there. And I wonder if we have, yeah, we're going to have a surge into the last point. Tommy running there, can't get there in time though. That was a risky play. Might have been calculated, but they needed players to contest the point. They're going to go for another back cap. And it looks like we might have a continued attempt, though, from Club Penguin to just push forward. Banana is surging back here to try to take care of this back camp. Will stand on it up top. It's hard to get at here. They need to finish the capture on mid. They don't. And we'll have to recapture second here. But I think Xiao is just going to succeed in slowing things down. And actually considering, you know, the overcharge advantage and whatnot, these are risky plays. Risky play calls, and might backfire. I mean, they're getting some frags here, but they are going to have to concede the middle point. They're going to need to try to find some sort of pop-off from Arnold. And here, in fact, Nazi trying to make that happen as he jumps across. Arnold's got to be careful. Oh, he does pop the overcharge. As Twitch coming in was going to get some big pressure on him. And now it's Mel who's got to be a little bit careful here. Has plenty of players around them, though, so shouldn't be a problem here.
Xiao are gonna be able to drop. They're just gonna drop 2 of their players on that mid fight exchange, and that's why they're just gonna back out and give the second point over to the Crusaders. They're gonna get over a little bit early compared to the side of the Crusaders, so they may potentially push out unless the Crusaders are going to do something about this. Smiley potentially gonna go in for a deep bomb. Nah, it's just gonna back out and link up with the rest of his team.
Yeah, it is a tough scenario here for Xiao. I mean, you would like them to play aggressive. You don't like teams to be on last, to just kind of be resigned to their fate of holding last forever.
Yeah.
But it's risky, you know, if you don't have any information, if the overcharge advantage is very slight or even, super risky to push out. So Xiao instead going to take their chances, just kind of holding last. We do have Banana on the spy here. Smiley tried to whip some out earlier, but on the defensive side of things, Banana getting good information here. Sees where both the soldiers are. Can hear the sentry gun.
I want to see him get the medic backstab, but we already see Mel got it back against the wall. Banana potentially gonna see if he can get something done. They're already stickies on point as well, but yeah, the red stickies are gonna be able to push it off. Banana gonna potentially stand on the point, decloak, and change out and get a lot of attention turned into him. Just casually bumps into him and spots him right there.
Yeah, the stream had Banana's perspective on that, but yeah, 26 was in the river, and that was one of those circumstances. If he goes down there, gets a backstab, you know, that would have been pretty good. Would have helped out TJ. Also, perhaps rewinding it a little bit further back. You know, if TJ could have just tried to pressure River to try to create an opening for Banana on that spy, some sort of distraction. You know, maybe he could have gotten in there and mixed things up. He's going to switch over to Sniper here. Club Penguin, 2.5 minutes here to work with. Sniper, another good option to try to create an opening here as overcharges are even.
The Banana Sniper. I want to see some good Banana picks. He knows where the medic is. Tries to go for the headshot, but doesn't quite land it. Potentially could go in for another aggro peek. Ooh, ducks just in time. Ooh, the Banana Sniper rotating around to Riverside. Potentially, they potentially could have popped the overcharge and just plow straight through. Banana jumps onto the shutter side, but doesn't quite get any good angles. Scout gonna be a good distraction. Lands a nice meat shot down onto 26. Tries to get the shots down to Nasi. Nasi gonna be able to survive that 57 health.
Yeah, kind of a consolation trade there, able to get 26. If they haven't gotten a frag, I mean, at least in my opinion, if you're the defending team there, you know that they have a sniper, you get a frag on somebody else, overcharges are even, I would push out under those circumstances. But it's a minute and a half, and all they have to do is survive. So
yeah,
that also is going to kind of keep Xiao a little bit close to home here. Nazi bombing on the top does get the pressure out on Arnold. Banana and Smiley are down here, so this is a really tough situation for Club Penguin. I think probably what they're going to do is back out here, try to build one more Uber charge here, because they do have the time for it. It's a very close window, but they can get one more Uber charge and push here.
TJ's on the heavy weapons guy.
What started off as a high-flying offense here is going to actually wind down to some very close defensive plays here. Club Penguin trying to tie this map up in the last minute and send it to overtime.
They've got 52 seconds to do something about this. Banana gonna see if he can spam some rockets out, get some splash damage down onto any sentry, but the sentry's gonna be inside lower actually, watching the point. And I don't think they've spotted it yet, so just going to see how they decide to play this out. Itachi potentially going to jump straight through the moment they have that Uber charge. They're going to pop it straight away. Itachi's going to be right there. Banana going to be under the point as well. Sentry gun spots Itachi. He's going to just nuke it down with his stickies. Banana still under that point. Potentially going to get some catch time up. Aisho finally gets the Uber pop to himself. Much slightly better Uber for the side of xiao, but as of right now, Fishy going to inch his way forward. Does get spotted by Aisho and just takes him down, standing on a point. Arnold's still going up.
Arnold gonna run up here as well. Gonna have to take some magic for sure to get that. Not going to happen. 5 seconds left on the clock, and Club Penguin Crusaders unable to finish it off and tie up this game. That last push did give them a chance at it, but goalie wash going to go to Xiao. 3-2 score.
Phenomenal play coming up from xiao for the second map compared to how they've been playing on the first map. This is much better. They've been playing a bit more cohesively. The Solis are doing what they're supposed to be doing, and generally pretty massive improvement. Next map is going to be Process. I think that's a crowd favorite. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. I love Process. Process, a great map here. And will be a good chance here for Club Penguin to kind of continue to work on their cohesion. There was some quick rounds there at the beginning of that map. Slowed down. I was a little disappointed in that final push from Club Penguin. You know, it's like they cleared off the point, and then Smiley was down low, and then he never kind of went upwards. You know, he was low on health. I don't know if he was trying to grab that bottle, but it's like you just have to commit. You know, it's your last chance at winning the game. You just have to believe, like, okay, yeah, I have 26 out of 200 health, but if I get up on the point, I'm going to somehow dodge all of my rockets that are coming at me, and we're going to win. You know, you just have to believe that. And then, you know, that might become reality. But, you know, if your team's fighting to win the round and then you're just chilling underneath, like, it's not going to work.
Definitely not. Looking at the logs right now, top frag is going to be Fishy with 25 kills. Not too far behind is going to be Aisho with 24 and Nasi with 22.
Yeah, I think that was a big map for Nasi. And I think that he was a big reason why that they were able to kind of do a lot better. He got 4 picks on the medic.
Oh, yeah. Lots of damage getting tossed out from both Nasi and 26 as well. They actually, both of them are the top damages of the game. 9.4 and 8.2. Solid bombs definitely working out for the side of xiao, and Aisho, of course, are there to clean things up for his team.
Yeah, and 2 drops for each medic as well, so a little bit of sloppiness, but some of those were some pretty hard to predict moments. So.
The banana bomb.
Yeah, that was very solid bomb from him.
Moving on to the
yeah, Process is an interesting map. I mean, Snake Water in some ways a little bit more open. You know, good routes for flanking. But also, you know, sort of feels like a defensive oriented map. Process, however, feels just like offense.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and the last point, kind of similar to Goalie Wash. It can be difficult to push in sometimes, but it's also, again, pretty wide open and some interesting fights once you actually get into the point.
And one of my favorite things about Process is the ramp slides, especially when you're ramp sliding from second to mid to get some picks, or from mid to second to get those deep bombs on the medic. It's always very entertaining to watch, and even more entertaining to pull off.
Yeah, high flying map very quickly, became one of the favorites of the community once this map was released and really started seeing a lot of play time. It's just, every point is a lot of fun. Midpoint, second point, last point.
Yeah.
There's great fights. Everybody loves the Spire as well. And we got a Spire on that second point. Always some bad air shots happening around there. So 1-1 on the map score. Certainly would be interesting to hear some of the thoughts from Twitch chat. Do you guys feel like Xiao is warmed up, is just going to stomp through this, or whether Club Penguin will be able to kind of take this on Process? They certainly had their moments on Goalie Wash, but yeah, as you mentioned, Xiao looking a little bit sharper between the two. We did have a little bit of change in the game balance between the two teams, in between the two maps, or in the transition between the two maps. So be interesting to see if someone, one of these two teams is like, no, Process is our favorite. We're ready to go. If they're just going to come out of the gates charging, or if we're just going to see another very close back and forth map.
I hope we see some close back and forth, especially on Process. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get to see that. Of course, just going to see a lot of action. We always like to see some good TF2 action coming up for both sides. So that's going to be, I'm actually looking forward to Process, seeing as to how both sides have been playing on the second map. And we'll be going live after a couple of resets. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, this is the AsiaFortress Cup 15 Div 1 Grand Finals. This is a best of 5 with our map score currently tied 1-1. Snakewater going the way of Club Penguin Crusaders, while Xiao able to pick up Goalie Wash. See what the process will be here and which team can come up ahead.
Good to see both demos reach mid roughly about the same time. Itachi's going to be able to grab that health pack and just start spamming each other. It doesn't look like the sail players want to rotate to grass. So that's potentially going to see some sollies bombing straight down into the faces of the players of sorry, I take that back. The Crusaders are the ones that are going to be jumping forward. Smiley goes deep in, but the medic puts out a Xiao's going to be able to survive that. Lots of damage getting tossed out. Smiley is going to trade together with Floaty. Another solly is going to be fighting up top Banana, trying to see if he can get some damage down to the sail players. But sail players holding strong despite losing the demo man. They're still standing their ground, fitting up against the players of the Club Penguin Crusaders. Excuse me.
Yeah, and Xiao, the players were extremely banged up, and then actually kind of rotated everybody. Mel hitting some nice arrows in order to get everybody back up to fighting shape. But essentially, it was like a very long fight there. Arnold with good heals. The Xiao players banged up, went back for heals, went back into the fray, and then got all fragged. So, at least on the bright side of things, Mel able to back up, maintain that ubercharge advantage, and middle and second going the way of the Club Penguin Crusaders. But seems like we will have equal Ubers for the defense here.
Yep, we're already going to see that 7th man getting built on that point, so they've got that sentry up and ready to defend this last point. Banana just going to be tossing out some rockets, going to eat a bit of spam, but he's going to be fine. His medi's going to be right there inside the boiler room as well. Scott's going to peek around. They do spot the sentry gun, so they're going to be able to play this a little bit cautiously. Solly jumps deep in and just gets juggled by that sentry gun. Not too sure what Smiley intended to do with that, and we're going to have 26 potentially going to have an answer for that, but he just jumps into boiler room to gain some ground for his team.
Yeah, you mentioned the sentry gun being there, so it's kind of surprising from Smiley, especially losing 2 players there. That's just kind of encouraging for Xiao to run in. Tommy gets out of the shutter, and sort of like looks behind himself too to be like, oh, where's the Ubercharge? Then they go down. Also losing 26, this is real sloppy. TJ taken out by the Widowmaker of Aishu. And Club Penguins, looks like they're not gonna push here, which I disagree with, but you know.
Banana's in though, once you get that force. Ooh.
Looks like that must have been their call instead, to try to go for a force there and then get a reset here. Not going to happen though, and Nasi is going to be able to back up, get full health. So Things kind of progressing slowly here at the start. We saw a couple quick rounds to open up goalie wash, but on process here, this first push into last is gonna kind of slow down here.
Of course, both sides don't want to make any mistakes. This is going to be one of a morale map. If you get this map, the next map you win that as well. It's pretty much the Grand Championships for you. So both teams are going to be a little bit more cautious compared to how they've been playing on the previous map. Nasi going to be able to just watch the left side flanks, and Medic just going to stay on the ground, trying to see keep everyone topped up. Going to see a sniper play coming from Banana once again though for the side of the Crusaders. Potentially see if he can get that headshot down. Does spot the Medic, does spot the beam as well. So trying to see if he can get those sightlines down.
Now there's no real snowball mechanics in Team Fortress 2, excluding I guess an Uber charge and killing the other medic. But I just wanted to point out that TF2 is a very momentum-based game, so I think you're very correct that the team that wins this map is really going to be feeling themselves. They're going to want that opportunity to just close this series out. So a very important third map in this best of 5 series.
Still on that banana cam, lands a meaty meat shot down to xiao. xiao's still going to be able to survive that. The medic and his dispenser, I believe, is just going to be right there to bring him back up, so no biggie. But yeah, Banana just can't seem to get any sightlines down with the players all very well aware that he's on that sniper, so the players of Xiao are just avoiding those sniper sightlines. Solly does come out and he does land a nice headshot down, but not enough to kill Nasi, and Nasi's going to be able to back up with, to get some heals.
Yeah, Tommy on the counter snipe hasn't necessarily found anything yet, but TJ on the scout kind of lurking around in lobby. They were able to get the pick off there. 26 then going for that kind of sack attempt to get a pop, not able to do so. We do see TJ getting picked off by Tommy. 26 trading with Smiley, but is going to back up with Smiley. He's got some direct heals with him.
Tommy just in boiler room peeking through, trying to get those feet shots. Does land a body shot down into one of the Solis, but not enough to kill him. Yeah, just waiting for those feet to appear, and then he can just left click down on him. Scout's potentially gonna rush him, tries to get his shot down to Fishy, but shoots the floor instead. And yeah, just gonna back up and try to change and rotate around. Just gonna be a bit of a sniper duel right now before either side does anything. But oh, there's gonna be 2 picks for the side of Xiao. Gonna be able to pick up Banana, Smiley, and Tommy just immediately swaps back to Scout. This could potentially be the push that they've been waiting for.
Yeah, certainly a good opportunity numbers wise. 26 out the door. Arrows coming out from Arnold. Hits the demo man once. Now just fighting by himself. Hits the demo man again, but has had to pop the Uber charge. Can't quite make the jump across to roll out. That is a tough one. And Mel has the Uber charge. Arnold does not.
Smiley's hiding inside the boiler room. Oh, does get spotted.
Yeah, nice pickup from Nasi. We'll pick up the med pack as well, so full health for him. He's going to be the designated person to stay last, though. Oh, Arnold taken out.
Oh, but the back cap. Fishy.
Yeah, okay, nice. Nasi 30 health. Tommy coming back to help with that though, so Fishy wasn't gonna have any chance of getting that all the way. Smiley and TJ the only ones up. Both were spotted out, and Xiao do realize as well. Okay, well those are the only 2 players up. We can actually maybe get a pick-off kill on them, but TJ and Smiley smart enough to just kind of fully run away there.
Gonna see one of the Solis make their way forward inside IT. Just gaining some ground for his teammates. You're gonna see Smiley right there to trade rockets with him, but apart from that, everyone's just getting into the positions first. Uber is gonna get ground out for the side of the Crusaders. We are gonna see a Fishy sniper this time around instead of a Banana one. So let's see if Fishy can land any shots though. Spots 26, but the Uber goes off almost immediately. No time to get any shots down, and 26 is still trying to see if he can land shots down onto the medic. But it does look like the Crusaders are going to have that Uber charge up really soon, and potentially push out to grab second again.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they choose to use this. That's certainly one of the scenarios that justifies a quick push, is if you know for sure coming out of last, the other team doesn't have a charge. They should be able to get the medic here. Okay, they do. Tommy almost snuck out through upper, and Arnold has seen Aishu. Doesn't have really any players with him.
Aishu and Tommy.
Arnold, the only player on second, which makes you a little nervous. But Aishu taken out and nobody else up for Xiao. So they are going to be able to get the capture here. Have a really good opportunity to push forward as well. Mel and Nazi did get the forward spawn, which in some ways is almost kind of nerve-wracking for Mel. TJ trying to, or thinking about chasing, but Mel escapes all the way through IT to get back to his players on second. They're sending players in here. I feel like this is a little questionable. They do get a kill on Itachi right away, though.
Banana is in prime position, but yeah, he decides to jump back out and link up with the rest of his team instead of doing any sneaky bombs. But this is just going to toss the midpoint back into the hands of Xiao. Currently, we are still sitting at 0-0. It's almost 8 minutes have gone by. And potentially going to be another mid-fight with the Crusaders having that Uber charge. Arnold is going to be a little bit low.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah, and Arnold kind of awkwardly, takes a little bit of damage, standing nearby, and then unfortunately unable to pop the Uber charges. 2 of his players die right in his face, and then another player basically dies right in his face. So they've just been backpedaling. Itachi very big up and picked off by Aishu. That is crucial. No Demo Man here for the last point for another 12 seconds. Nazi on the right side of the defensive point, trying to fight with Banana. But will get taken out with a combination of TJ. And Floaty picked up a kill here. Fwishy, though, on the side, actually maybe exposes himself by shooting a little bit earlier. The Uber charges have gone out in both directions here. TJ and Arnold on the battlements. And a scout on their head, but they're actually able to just kind of bully out Xiao. Nasi tries to get back in here as they want to contest this capture, but not really going to be able to do so. Floaty is in. 26 has gone down. That was a trade, though, but they do get the capture on the Spire. Nazi flying forward here. Floaty's still out here as well. Itachi craters down.
Oh,
and Xiao, yeah, they get the kill on Arnold, and actually Mel getting a kill on TJ as well. So Fwishy, the only one out here, is just by himself out fighting. The point has been captured. Banana jumping out here, immediately going to run into players from Xiao, though. It takes 10 minutes for our first round, but Xiao do take it.
Yeah, I mean, they backed out and then they kind of pushed all the way back in. They did trade that Uber on the point, and just, I guess Arnold wasn't really in a good place. He just got singled out. His scout wasn't there enough to just block any shots coming his way, and the splash damage is just going to be too much for him to handle. And the fight once again going to be underway. Scout's going to be gaining the high ground. Deep solid bomb from 26 going to land on the crates instead. Tosses up some damage, not enough to scratch any of the players for the side of the Crusaders. Going to see a Banana try to do the same thing. Going to get absolutely punished for that, as will Smiley. And this is probably just going to be the Crusaders backing out to second, with 26 potentially going in for a chase.
Yeah, Arnold kind of disconnected in that mid-fight. Had to back up through sewers. Unfortunate for them. And they're on the back foot again, so we'll see if they can get in here.
Spire back into the hands of Xiao. Both teams going to have that Uber charge up really, really soon. We're already going to see Fwishy up on the heavy weapons guy. And it's just some trade going on at the rollout. We see Aisha going to be able to pick up Smiley. Going to see Banana potentially picking up 26. He's going to be really, really low himself, but the medic's going to be right there to bring him back up into the healthy range. We're going to see Nasi spamming some rockets from the right side of the offensive perspective, but yeah, they're just going to back up and link up and just resup.
Yeah, 26 will be back up here shortly. Club Penguin not able to kind of find enough of an opening to get out here. Seems like Itachi sort of wanted to, but he's just on stairs, kind of setting some things up. Well, Smiley might come out here. Big bomb over the top. Gets the skip right on top of Mel. Yeah. Does get the one rocket. Couldn't get a second down, unfortunately.
Gonna have some sniper action coming in. Tommy just gonna be sniping from way back there, but trying to see if he can get any shots down. Whips up the SMG, spots the scout, not able to finish him off. Just peeking and prodding. Once again, we're gonna see another solid bomb deep down, trying to see if he can get something done, but the headshot's gonna finish him off.
Wow.
Uber?
Okay, so he does get the pop out at least. So that's some sort of accomplishment from it. Club Penguin, we're holding pretty close in on lobby. Should be a good position to push out from. They're being very slow with it.
I don't think they know they got the force.
Well, I think
yeah,
they wouldn't charge out if they didn't know. So, and Itachi with some good stickies might be able to get the frag here on Floaty. No, Floaty eats an arrow. That's quite nice. We also have a back cap going on. So once again, Xiao kind of threatening with this dual-pronged attack.
Banana's really low, standing on the ground, waiting for arrows. Gonna get tossed up and rotated around. We're gonna see some backcapping going on by Nazi, just standing there all by his lonesome. And the Crusaders a little bit preoccupied with the spam coming in from the front.
Yeah, Crusaders having some issues pushing out here. Just things not quite coming together. You know, that time they got the pop, but didn't really get the frags when they came out and Ubered. And also didn't get the capture, which kind of, you know, makes things a little bit easier.
Mid-fight once again, gonna be on the way. Gonna see a lot of players trying to see if they can grab that high ground. Once again, double solid on Smiley as well as Banana deep down, but not able to focus down. The medic Smiley goes down instead. Banana not too far behind, hand in hand in Solly Heaven. And Floaty's gonna go down as well for the side of Xiao. But apart from that, Itachi, Fishy going down as well. It's just gonna be TJ and the medic just running all the way back. But the Xiao players, man, they're out for even more blood.
Yeah, 26 charging forward. And unfortunately for TJ, he was at full health, so that health pack was just sitting there available for 26. They're still in here trying to work for more.
What?
26 gets 2 in 1. That last rocket, and oh, this has been devastating for Club Penguin.
Yeah, and Arnold's spawn timer is 13 seconds. That's more than enough time for them to cap second, get that Uber, and rush last. They still got 7 seconds before the heals come up. Oh, this could be disastrous for the side of Crusaders, and they're already pushing it from the left side.
Yeah, Overcharge is in here now. And they got players streaming in. Tommy gonna get on the point, a lot of time on it. 26 also gets behind, gets in the secret, gonna do some reloading, jumping back forward again. Some players going down here as Floaty is down, but oh my god, Mel on the point. Just says, hey guys, and is about to capture. Gets out there, forces a response, and gets the round 3-0. What started as a slow map here on process has been accelerating quickly.
Good all-around plays coming from Xiao, just pumping the aggression, not giving them any breathing room, and especially the aggro coming from the Solis of Xiao, just rushing last and picking them off one by one. But mid-fight gonna be on the way once again, both scouts, and as we see, as usual, Smiley going bomb deep down into the face of Mel! Mel just dancing about the rock, surviving that also. Itachi going down, Banana going down, and Smiley going down, go Fishy not too far behind. It's deja vu.
Yeah, that was a good bomb in by 26 to get some damage, get things started. Banana with a couple kills for Cafe, but Aishu with at least 4 frags there.
Cheeky taunt coming out as well, and they should be able to grab Spire, no problem. We're already going to see the off-classing coming out. TJ's going to be on the heavy. We're going to see Frishy on the engineer as well, with full Uber for the side of Xiao. This is, yeah, they're really going to need to defend this. 14 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock. That's still a lot of time for them to turn things around. So they just need to play carefully and potentially turn things into their favor.
Yeah, I mean, they have the time. The question is whether they have the strategy and the skill to make it happen.
Banana is actually hidden.
Yeah, that was a really good spot. Almost maybe waits too long as Tommy runs all the way through.
Yeah.
Banana's going to have to jump on point now. TJ has gone down. Banana jumping up to secret. Mel just putting time on point. Banana coming around now. Does stop the capture. Squishy on the point. He goes down. Tommy's going to try to finish it off. Oh, but Squishy's here to stop it. Oh, no. Squishy jumps off. And there you go. 4-0.
We saw the melee to finish Fishy off. But yeah, I mean, they're really just coming in with recharge from the other side, and I think maybe Banana turning around a bit too late, potentially. Yeah. Could have turned things in their favor if he turned around a little bit earlier.
Yeah, one of those things of kind of trying to keep his gun hidden, so staring at the wall. But scouts are pretty fast, so scouts just ran past him. All of his jumping around was for naught. And a 4-0 lead here for Xiao. A little bit more cautious from Cafe Penguin, which is a lot better. Better strategy for him.
Not seeing any double solid bombs this mid, and but they are going to be eating quite a bit of spam coming up. Banana's going to get tossed way up into the sky, lands down, doesn't quite crater, but the sticky coming in for the side of Floaty's going to be able to finish him off. Itachi's going to get picked up as well, and that's once again the players from Crusaders just backing way out.
Yeah, that was a good frag from Nasi. He was over on the IT side waiting for an arrow. As soon as he did receive one, he did a skip jump over to choke.
Aisho coming in from behind. Aisho flanked them all the way. Gets the force on Arnold.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Arnold. They were able to stay alive that mid-fight, but now this time Mel with the overcharge does let Floaty die, though. The scout, Tommy, still with them fighting. Tommy gets in over by Sewers, has a clear view of what's going on. Clearly sees 4 players in there. They're going to send 26 to jump over. Banana and Nasi trading frags over on IT side.
Still got that full overcharge ready to go, so they need to get their players. If they want to continue rolling this through, get that 5-0 lead, they need to roll on through, and they've already gained ground with the mere fact that they've got that overcharge, and the Crusaders already just backing out to last. They still got 40% ad. They need to cap this and rush last as soon as they can.
Yeah, and they're heading into a lobby. 5 players there. Nasi taking a little bit of damage. 26 and Floaty going to get the overcharge here. Sentry gun is out in the corner here.
Ooh.
Getting some spam, but it does stay up. At least until the player switches off to Scout. Fishy getting a couple frags here. And the charge outwards. But we do have Floaty behind. We're going to need some delay on the middle point, though.
Oh.
Can he get it? Oh, he
wow.
does! Wow. What an absurd capture in order to end the map 5-0.
The Floaty pain train.
He was prepared. He was prepared. Yeah, pain train giving the Devilman or the soldiers the double cap time does cost you a little bit of bullet damage, but you know, for situations like that, pretty clutch.
Very clutch. Looking at the logs right now, 5-0. Very was it? I guess it was pretty dominant for the side of xiao, but there was some push-pull scenarios coming up from both sides. Top frag is going to be xiao with 19, TJ not too far behind with 13 and 26, and Tommy and Nasi with 12, 11, 10. And just, oof, I mean, the players for the side of the Crusaders, TJ with the bulk of the damage, 4.7 for them, but of course, you know, the solly bombing coming out, Nasi as well as 26. Once again, you know, just topping that damage chart with their successful bomb so far.
Yeah, really strong play from them. Just tough game for Club Penguin. Just kind of really unable to successfully push out from last, which is a difficult thing to do. But just you know, mid fights as well, just kind of getting rolled back and not able to find their momentum on that map at all. But you know, perhaps it just wasn't their map. So. I'm gonna have to just kind of run to the boys' room real quick here. Red, if you want to just hold things down as this BO5 series continues, I'll be right back.
No problem. Yeah, we're gonna be moving on to the next map of the night, which is gonna be Prolands. For those of you who are just joining us, very good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the AsiaFortress Cup Season 15. It is gonna be the Div 1 Grand Finals. Xiao facing off against the Club Penguin Crusaders, formerly Swift Asia. And right now we are going to be 2 maps in favor of xiao with 1 map in the hands of the Crusaders. So right now, if xiao takes this map as well, they're going to be crowned the grand champions of the AFC 15 Div 1s. And you know, the players for the side of the Penguins, they're just going to crown the 2nd place. It's still a pretty big achievement for both teams. So that's going to be something that xiao wants to grab, and that's going to be something that the Crusaders don't want to give up at all. Just gonna have to wait and see how they decide to play things through on this 4th map of the night. And of course, if the Crusaders take this map, we will be pushed into a 5th map, which has been chosen to be Propaganda. Not a map that the Asian players play much compared to the other scenes, I believe. Just added in this season. So not too sure if teams have been scrimming on that map. It's going to be pretty interesting if we get pushed to a 5th map. It's going to be, I think it's going to be messy, the way that teams have been playing on the map so far. It's very wide open, lots of place to flank around to jump from, and yeah, lots of open area for them to jump around the Propaganda. But this is going to be the potential deciding map. If xiao takes this map as well, they're going to be crowned the grand champs, and the Crusaders, man, they definitely don't want that to happen.
Yeah, it'll be a tough one for him. I mean, Xiao certainly, as these maps have gone by, just looking more and more comfortable. Club Penguin, you know, able to sneak out that first one, Snake Water. But, you know, they've also just kind of sort of had problems with their defense. in the other maps. Goalie Wash not able to hold last, not able to attack into last. Process was just kind of really rough for him. I'd say the mid fight here is kind of similar in some odd ways, and they're going to need to get better results in the mid fight. Process could have been a different story if their mid fights were a little bit more successful.
Yep, we're gonna go in live on the next restart. I really don't know who's gonna take this map. I think we may see some dominance coming up from Xiao, but of course, I hope we see that the Crusaders have an answer for that aggression.
Yeah, I think Xiao would be the safe bet here as they're walking into this map with a 2-1 lead. But Badlands is sort of an oddity, and hopefully the Penguin Crusaders have some tricks up their sleeves to kind of even this up. But they got to watch out for Nazi, as Arnold trying to provide heals, and all of a sudden he just sees this soldier on his left. But thankfully for him, his scout's able to deal with this very quickly, and very good mid-fight going the way of Club Penguin right away.
Yeah, just so much cleanup. They just bomb and just bracket them in, and they know where they could run them from. And silver lining is that the medic does make it up. Mel is going to survive that 75% Uber charge, sorry, and just going to be a bit of a standoff. We're going to have that sentry gun up as well. Both teams probably just going to grind out their Uber charge and not do anything too risky. We've already got a sniper in play as well. Aisho can see if he can get those sight lines down. We're going to see a Smiley Spy potentially going to get some sneaky backstabs. Sneaks past the first Solly, going upstairs to see if he can get that medic.
Yeah, and with Itachi going down, that will actually come.
Whoa!
Oh no!
Wait, what?
He's just, oh
What?
my god!
What?
Oh man, Tommy landing on top of the spy should have maybe given him a little bit of sneaking suspicion that, you know, it's like your height is off, you're a little bit higher than you should be, puts the sentry down, and then realizes, wait a second. And in the meantime, the spy getting the backstab on the medic. Oh man.
Wow. Okay, first round of the Penguins. Mid-fight gonna be on the way once again. We're gonna see them solely bombing straight out. Smiley ooh, goes down instead. Floaty going down as well. Lots of damage gonna be tossed about. We're gonna see some aggressive solid bomb straight down. Nazi gonna be alone at the front lines, and this is probably just gonna spark a retreat for the side of us. Yeah, hopefully we don't see another repeat with Smiley down. He may come back as spy again.
Shout out to our viewer who clipped that play out, because yeah, that's some absurdity right there. I don't know if we'll make the cut to top 10 plays of the month, but that certainly holds a special place in my heart.
Just both teams going to be holding on to the battlements. Apparently both teams do have that overcharge ready to go. We are going to see a scout potentially go back for some sneaky play, but Fishy's going to get spotted and punished for being behind there. 26 going to start getting some caps time up on the point, and they've got the high ground. Going to toss some damage down to the faces of the Crusaders, and they're just going to back out to mid.
Yeah, it's certainly a different scenario, as Xiao have the capabilities to contest second there, and are going to try to move in through choke here. Things haven't kind of completely strangleholded yet. Tommy jumping around the side. Also, the other player, 26, going to exchange with Banana. Overcharge has come out here from Nazi, so Nazi once again doing a fantastic job of pressuring out that pop. And Smiley on the point, can't get a frag though. Fwishy fighting up against Tommy up top. Mel down on trash side. I wonder if Fwishy gonna move in. It's gonna come out through shutter, and we'll get some pressure on Floaty here. The Ubercharge has been popped out. Mel doesn't really have many players to use it on. Uses it on Ice Shoot. Mel might have to. Okay, no. Let's say Mel might have to climb the point just to block that capture. But looks like Club Penguin having it back up here.
Yeah, they get 6 is going to back up the mid, but got a pretty sizable override. So the players of Xiao, of course, they really want to get that pick down onto the medic, but they've got the scout at the front lines and 26 in the house. Potentially going to go in for a bomb. Nah, just going to toss out some rockets, get some tickle damage. They're just going to back out and link up once again.
Yeah, so at least a little bit of a restart scenario. Mel does have an Ubercharge disadvantage. They're going to climb all the way back up to the top of Spire. Banana wants to get out here. Nice rocket, throwing everybody around. But actually, Mel surfs that back to the battlements, which is pretty good play. Smiley fighting against Nasi out there. But looks like actually Twitch, or sorry, Floaty, the Demo Man, are going to be the first one to go down. Arnold kind of alone on trash side, was going to push into lobby, but didn't feel safe with the players up top. Arnold going to have to pop very low health, 9 health.
Oh.
So if what was
Mel
that?
was at 99.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I couldn't tell if I heard the drop sizzle or not. Arnold is going to be able to back up here. The capture of Spire hasn't gone out. Arnold does get a kill on Aishu. Wishy actually chooses to back all the way out. With how far that capture is, I would like to see him finish it. Now he gets up there as Xiao has backed up.
Yep, the medic just spawning in right now. Ubers are going to be relatively equal. They're just going to grind it out before they decide to do anything. Does look like they can. They're holding in the upper lobby right now. Banana going to be going inside lower lobby, tossing out some rockets, trying to see if he can get some intel on the other team. We don't have any off click. No, there we go. Right as I said, Tommy's going to be the engineer, getting the sentry up behind the point, and just going to grind that overcharge before they decide to do anything.
Yeah, for sure. So a little bit of a down tempo here. Tommy's got the sentry gun put up behind the point. With this being CP Pro land, there is no glass here.
So the Uber gonna get put to the side of the Crusaders, almost having that Uber ready for the side of Xiao, and they don't even need it. They're gonna be able to take down Itachi. Aisha gonna be the only one taken down during this last point exchange. 26 going down as well, Smiley going down shortly after. And Banana actually in, trying to see if he gets any force or anything done.
Ooh.
Somehow successful.
Yeah, it was almost like Mel had an idea that that rocket was coming in from behind. Does pop, but Arnold running all the way back out here, so Spire will get flipped over here.
Both, yeah, Arnold does survive that, so he's gonna have a pretty decent Uber ad, but it does look like they're just gonna continue plowing on through. The Xiao players not gonna give the Crusaders any breathing room. Once again, 26 going deep down, tries to get a bomb, and huge bomb coming in from Nasi, finishing off those two players. Smiley's gonna get absolutely cornered, tries to go in for the kill on Mel, but Mel's gonna survive with the help of all her teammates. Devilman tries to go deep as well, gonna get punished for that. Fishy trying to see if he can come in and finish the job. They are gonna be able to pick up quite a number of players for the side of Xiao, but they go through a full wipe themselves.
Yeah, that was tough. Club Penguin, after losing Arnold, you know, certainly one of the responses to losing your medic is to kind of just surge forward, charge into the other medic. But they kind of did it one by one, and so not able to kind of get any damage, focus on the Mel, force that Uber pop. Mel going to climb Spire here with his team. Smiley and Banana try to sync jump up top. Both of them kind of get denied. Smiley now 16 seconds on his respawn timer. Aisho trying to push forward here with the Ubercharge. Will use it. He's got a heavy weapons guy right behind him though. But Ubercharge being flipped around, allowing players to put some time on the point, and there we go. Aisho with the credit for the cap. And 1-1 is the score.
Yep. So Badlands, well, Badlands and Prolands, I guess, has a pretty significantly fast last point cap. So teams really need to pay attention to it, especially when they get so much capture time off the point. All they need to do is pretty much sneeze at it, and they cap it for their team.
Looks like we're going to have a Valley rollout here from Xiao. They're going to take House as well, Closet. And everybody alive right now. Smiley jumping around from behind, getting some pressure on Mel, but can't get the kill. Mel all the way in blue yard. So team's kind of switching sides here. Itachi gonna get taken out. Oh my god, actually big bomb over the top by Floating. Oh, and trades with Arnold. That is well worth it. Capture going down. Xiao certainly have woke up. They've decided, you know what? I don't know if we want that 5th map.
Yeah. Gonna be able to grab this midpoint and already gonna start that cap on the 2nd point. Scout making the way up to capture it for their team before they decide to push forward. You can see Smiley inside the lower. Potentially gonna see if he can get any sneaky stuff done once they make their way out. Banana gonna be right there as well. Spots the scout. He does get spotted out himself, but the Solly's gonna be right there to finish him off. Finally gonna jump up top, but he's gonna get spotted by the Solly. It's gonna be a small little trade between him and Nasi, but the rest of the players of Xiao are gonna be right there to link up together with Medic. They got their full overcharge ready to go as well. Pop it really early, try to take down their sentry gun. Potentially gonna start getting some caps time up on the point, but they're just getting absolutely pushed out of that last point. Scout gonna be right there to see if he can get some easy frags on the retreating team, but they're gonna yeah, they're just gonna back out and link up, and Xiao players don't seem too keen to stay in. Yeah, just gonna hang tight at battlements for now.
Yeah, with the loss of Tommy there, got to back up a little bit. And even though they don't have an uber charge, they at least got a good sense of where the percentages are at. They know they have a slight advantage. Club Penguin are going to at least try to get out here, see what might happen. Banana is in that side spawn, takes the cabinet there, gets re-healed. Might be in a little bit of trouble though. Okay, actually able to back up. Aisho got taken out, now 26 fighting on battlements, and as he tries to get through drop down, gets taken out by Banana, but Banana also thrown around. He goes down. But another kill picked up, so 3 down for Xiao. They're all in yard. Club Penguin kind of slow to rotate over to fight them. But they know that this is everybody. Oh no, TJ gets taken out right in front of Arnold, unable to pop in time. Prevent that pipe from killing him. They get the capture on Spire, but this is one of those circumstances where you're like, caught the second point, but there's no way we can defend it. We have to back up. 26 with a good skip off the point to get on the battlements, trying to finish off Banana, but he's going to pull out that pickaxe, able to sprint away safely.
Yep, so I think we're going to go back to the hands of Xiao. And it was going to be relatively equal right now, so they're probably just going to grind it out before they decide to go start pushing once again. We are going to see an engineer go up for the side of the Crusaders as well, getting that sentry up on the left side. And yeah, everyone's just going to hang tight, grind out Uber, and wait to see what's going to happen for both sides.
Yeah, Fishy putting up the gun level 2, has moved it down low on the left. An interesting spot, not quite my favorite, but you gotta mix it up, you know.
Catch these Xiao players off guard with some weird sentry placement. Solid's gonna eat a bit of damage, but the medic's gonna have that beam right up, so he's gonna be fine. And just gonna spam each other out. Just gonna toss out some rockets at each other. NG probably gonna get a dispenser up on the stairs. Yeah, there it is. Spy gets called out, but nah, there's no spy in play at this point in time. I would like to see one though. See if Tommy can do something like what the other players did.
Yeah, I think the crowd would like to see that as well. But so far, just straightforward classes. Only a heavy weapons guy. Aisho tries to just run on the point. It's about half the time on here. Tommy following up. Tommy's going to try to finish it off as well. The Zerg scouts heading in. And do get some really good time. The timer very slow, or very quick here. Yeah. And meantime, 26.
Oh.
And Nazi gets the kill on Arnold there. So
I didn't even realize he dropped Arnold.
Yeah, just big frags, big rockets coming in while the scouts went down low and the soldiers had to rotate over to help with that. So Arnold's just kind of getting ganked from the side. And they're going to need to be pretty cautious here. Xiao right now are in the lead on what is a match map for them. If they win this map, will win the grand finals of AsiaFortress Cup number 15.
Deep bomb coming in from Smiley, attempts to pick on the medic, but he's going to get denied instead. And just a couple of mistakes from those Solly bombs, and midpoint straight away into the hands of Xiao, with, you know, them dropping 3 players on that mid with everyone still up on Xiao.
Yeah, it's also one of those maps just so easy to get all the way forward. If you can disrupt lobby, you can really kind of affect the capabilities of the defensive team being able to come out and protect Spire. So that's going to be a very easy capture on second, and they'll slowly work their way into lobby here in order to figure out how they're going to push into last.
We are going to see a Smiley Spy once again. Potentially going to go in for a backstab, trying to spot where the rest of the team are. Or is he just going to go up and get a back cap?
Yeah, he might try for that. The Bats rotation is pretty good, but he has decloaked.
There we
he
go.
will go for Bats.
Wants to get that backstab.
But Mel is kind of looking that way. He might have had better luck choosing the other side of battlements. See if he's able to adjust. Yeah, actually, he does go rotate to the other side here. But Mel keeps kind of shifting back and forth. This is pretty good timing, though.
Oh.
Mel's still standing there. Hasn't popped yet. Might pop soon, though. Oh, no. And then the pistol's out. Does get the overcharge popped, though. It looks like in the meantime, big frags coming out for Xiao. Overcharge fades. Fushy doing a good job. Oh, okay. Was doing a good job standing on the point, but health extremely low. And the spy not able to come in time and get a drop on Mel.
Yeah, Mel just turns around and realizes that that's not my friend. Whips out the Uber Soul and just pops the Uber and pushes on through, ignoring that spy. And yeah, grabs another point, 2-point lead in the hands of Xiao, and mid-fight gonna be underway once again. Solly's potentially gonna jump straight on through. We're gonna see Nazi get some damage down onto the Demo Man. Tries to finish him off. He's currently right behind TJ, trying to chase him down. Does pick him off in the end. Does go for a trade instead. Itachi's gonna be alone inside the valley. The medic is gonna get chased all the way by 26. Who wants to finish him off?
Wow. Big play there by 26 as, or sorry, by Arnold as 26 chasing was actually took a second to just reload, let the medic run, but a big surf, and then the escape into the spawn room as well. Arnold getting away and was maintaining his Uber charge and then just switched guns or something and lost his charge.
Yeah, so I think one of the rules is that you can't back spawn when
really?
you have charge.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's, I would say, not a common global rule, but good on him for following through on that, not letting any questions come up.
So he's gonna lose that 50% charge. I say that, but he still has quite a good charge right now, actually.
Yeah, won't be too far behind Mel. Certainly a small enough window that they won't be trying to capitalize on it.
Everyone's just gonna be grinding out every charge. The players with the side of Xiao, they're just content with holding on to the spire right now. They're 2 points up. It is gonna be 14 minutes left on the clock. Still lots of time for the Crusaders to come back. So it's really on them to see if they can do something about this. They are just gonna be hanging tight inside their last point as well. They've got their full charge up and ready to go momentarily. Banana is gonna be able to grab a kill down onto 26, but we are gonna see Smiley on the left side flank. He's gonna be able to just defend it on his own, but Banana's gonna get taken out by some scatter shots. So. Ooh.
Yeah, and the hold's still coming out here. And, you know, Scout's just poking down low, but they can't get anything in there. Aisho just getting on the point. There we go, yeah. The response very swiftly. We'll see if that was some sort of sack in order to switch classes. TJ runs behind very low on health, but is able to get to that back supply cabinet.
Yeah, we're going to see the Xiao players already holding really far back. They are going to be able to drop Nazi for this last point push out. And yeah, TJ already going to start capping that point, and I don't think Aisha's going to be able to come back and do anything.
So the push out will work after the loss of Nazi and then Floaty as well.
Ooh.
There's 26 taken out with combined damage. Definitely Club Penguin doing a better job fighting together. Back cap going on by Aisho. Smiley able to jump up there though and deal with that. Unfortunately, that dragged the whole team back. And instead of them fighting on midpoint, 4 versus 3, they just kind of back up all the way. Then lose TJ as well, so...
Would have been nice to see them actually use that Uber to counter push them back in. We're going to see Floaty go for a deep bomb straight down. Banana's just going to say, nope, get off my point.
Well, just had the server jump out on us, so...
Probably.
Yes, you know, we had plenty of time to run there. I don't think they got 3 rounds in 2 minutes. That's just kind of my guess.
Yeah, may have been another one of those crashes like earlier. Just gonna have to wait and see. Once it loads back in, probably gonna see another reset.
Yeah, that was a pretty good situation for Cafe Penguin, and I was gonna say as well that they just were doing a better job of fighting together. It seemed like they had kind of started to be a little bit more
kind of separated and taking individual one-on-ones. And that's just kind of, you know, a general game theory approach to TF2, you know, that it's very easy as a player to get caught in this mindset of, you know, well, I mean, believing in yourself. It is important to believe in yourself, but you know, when you're just like, okay, yeah, I can take this one-on-one. I'm better than that guy. You know, it's like over the course of a match, you know, if you take one-on-ones, even if you win, you know, 60-40 of those, you know, it's just so much better to just take two-on-ones. You know, like why take the risk of losing that one-on-one? Or even you might win that one-on-one, but then you walk out of it with a third of your health left. And it's just so much smarter to, you know, take those two-on-one fights, to kind of work with your team to fight together as one. And yeah, that just plays into all of your pushes. You know, you can kill one player real quick, then all of a sudden the rest of the mid fight is a lot easier, or the retake or whatever the scenario is. So we'll see. Players are rejoining here, which is a good sign that there wasn't just some sort of scenario that led to us just calling it a GG. I'm curious though if we can possibly get an inside word though, whether there was a round finished there or something.
No, I think
the exact score is.
So far they just mentioned there was another crash again, same issue that happened earlier on. So they're probably just going to do another reset, get back into their positions. I'm not too sure what the Uber count was again. I don't think it was it equal? I think it was.
And unfortunately, it looks like we didn't get a logs from that aborted half. Sorry, was it 2-1 or 3-1?
I think it was 3.
Yeah, 3-1.
Yeah. Yep, so it's just going to be another reset, 3-1 in favor of Xiao. I think it was roughly about 11 or 12 minutes left on the clock. So still lots of time for the Crusaders to turn things around. I believe Xiao was holding on mid and the Crusaders were up on Spire. So that's probably the positions that they're going to reset to. Ubers were probably 50-50 if I'm not mistaken. Not too sure, I can't remember. But yeah.
Yeah, we were also, you know, 2 minutes in the past. So I think that there is the possibility as well that they actually did fully capture that midpoint. We'll have to see where the players kind of choose to post up to here as we resume.
Yep.
Certainly a little unfortunate. We'll see if the Club Penguins. I keep trying to call them Cafe Penguins, but we'll see if they're able to kind of you know, bounce back from that, kind of put their heads together, have a tactical talk. Hopefully, it doesn't kind of screw up their momentum as they were seemingly, you know, starting to get it back together. Again, I'd say that Banana and Smiley need to go big. They need to stop Nazi and 26 from going a little too crazy on them. So we are about to restart here. 3-1 the score in favor of our red team, Xiao.
And roughly about, a little under 12 minutes left on the server clock. Still lots of time for the Crusaders to come back from this. So everyone's probably just going to get to their positions first. And we'll see. We'll see where the teammates go. It looks like they're defending last, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to point out. So the Club Penguin certainly in a little bit of a tough situation here, as they're going to have to roll back a couple points here, and then get 2 more rounds in order just to tie it up. It's certainly doable, but going to need some good results here.
I'm going to see Arnold holding on to that 61. I'm going to see Nazi peeking on through. And does look like side of Xiao is going to go on with full Uber. And Arnold's going to hold on to that 61.
Yeah, so getting ready to push. Yeah, we'll see if they do let him build it up all the way. Yeah, I think they must. Nazi just kind of messing around. And someone else asking, why weren't they holding mid? Well, they were, but there was also a 2-minute delay in there. They were just pushing into mid, so
certainly within those 2 minutes and before they made the call to drop the server or whatever.
So it looks like I think they're probably gonna start this live right now. Everyone's already gonna start spamming the spam out at each other. So xiao's gonna be peeking down below. They know where the sentry is, so both teams of course holding on to that fully recharged. So we're just gonna have to wait and see if the Crusaders can do something with this, because they really need it. They're currently 2 points down.
Yeah, 10 minutes left.
Oh,
and they get a kill on Nasi down low, which is nice. TJ able to rush through as well, which does sort of make xiao nervous.
Get spotted.
Yeah, trying to fight TJ on the side there. But Arnold does have the charge. They have taken lobby here. Looks like they're going to drop down to trash here. And 26, an opening frag, and there goes Tommy as well. They've lost Smiley, now Fishy as well. Those are players who were on the flank. TJ has gone down. Itachi trying to walk it up garbage, and then decides to pull out. They only have a couple players left, and I sort of prefer that battlements push out, so you can just jump some players over instead of having to explosive jump to get to the top of the spire or walk it up.
But yeah, Spire's still going to be in the hands of xiao. Does look like they intend to retake bats as well, but 26 is just going to get scattershot from both sides, going to get sandwiched between a Fishy and a TJ. And we're going to see a heavy at the front line. It's going to be Tommy running the heavy weapons guy at the front lines. Spire does look like he's going to get back into the hands of the Crusaders right as we speak. Nasi going to dodge some rockets and just get scattershot from across the map. But yeah, I mean, with them running heavy right now, they could potentially be trying to park the bus. With Banana coming from below, though, I don't think they know he's right there. Got a bomb down onto Mel, double solid bomb.
Oh no!
Xiao comes in as well, tries to finish him off, but Mel's gonna survive that onslaught. And they're just gonna push those players for the side of Crusaders back, picking up Fishy as well.
Yeah, that's not how you want your double bomb to go. Club Penguin, though, also, I don't know, not necessarily reacting to it the best way. There was a bunch of damage out there. No overcharge was popped. You can't say, okay, well, let's go in and let's attack. So they're just being really hesitant, and I'm worried about where they are as well, because, yeah, somebody like Nasi could just come out and force an overcharge pop. But xiao are playing very passively, as you noted.
Yeah.
I think they wanted the heavy weapons guy to, kind of get all the way in towards Spire, be able to help him like that. With Tommy kind of getting stuffed out once that point was lost early. They're definitely just kind of letting it settle here. It has encouraged Club Penguin to whip out Banana on Sniper. It does get the heavy weapons guy. So that will open things up, but they have to respond here. They are going to respond by TJ surging forward. And maybe TJ can get a frag. Indeed, does get 26 here. TJ will have the Ubercharge a little bit longer because there was no flashing on the side of Club Penguin. They also pick up Nasi here, so this is a good conversion. They're going to be able to get mid and we'll be in a nice spot with 2 players down. 2 push into second here. And take the slightly longer route of going through Valley.
Yep, we're going to see some players just slowly making their way into the front lines. The xiao players are just going to back out. Not too keen on fighting this Spire. We are still going to have that Banana Sniper trying to see if we can get some headshots down. He's going to get a lot of damage coming out from the side of xiao, but he's going to be fine with his medic right there. So this is going to be a bit more complicated for the side of xiao. Now they have to worry about the Banana Sniper as well on that last point. So they're just going to have to watch all those sightlines.
And Arnold a little bit behind on Overcharge. Not a big deal, but they're just taking their time getting forward here. Don't want to get caught in lobby. But 95%, we're almost there. And not feeling too panicked with 6 minutes left on the clock. But if this push doesn't go right, then the pressure might start building on them a little bit more. Certainly would be nice to make this 3-2. And Banana takes a bit of damage just backing up. Sort of bleeds over into the rest of Club Penguin. They're still very hesitant to get forward here, trying to just let Banana work, get some sort of opening. Squishy down low.
Trying to get that dream Banana headshot down to the medic, but everyone's just avoiding all those sight lines, and Banana just not able to get any shots down. Does spot 26, not able to left click in time. Just look like they trade Ubers up top though. Finally does pick up 26. And apart from that, just Uber trade and probably another reset. But does look like they intend to go in dry. We see TJ coming up top together with the medic and the demo man. And the right side flank, we've got a sentry gun up as well, watching that point. It's going to be a bit hard for them to push in. They're rotating around side spawn. And they're coming back up to face them head on. Smiley's going to be really low, going to get finished off. Scout going to get destroyed by the sentry gun. Banana going right there, trying to snipe people down. Finishing off 26 with some self-damage. And yeah, it does look like they're going to start backing out. Banana potentially going to get picked up, and he gets traded instead. Okay, Banana with the sniper picks.
Yeah, that'll still work out. I mean, hesitancy to push out here from xiao. They do have xiao here, but it's going to have to be TJ and Itachi holding on to Spire if the push out does happen. It does not. Looks like they're just going to reset it in the in the last point. Be completely content with that. Tommy does switch the sentry gun around. I like that corner spot, and that did come through pretty clutch. As Fwishy had been trying to get time on that point with the sentry gun due to the lack of glass around the point. Sentry gun able to put a lot of damage on Fwishy, get the kill there.
There's still 4 minutes and 26 seconds left on the server clock, so that's still time for them to claw their way back up. They may be 2 points down, but there's more than enough time for them to push things around. Scout's already going to get some capture time up on the point. We're going to get absolutely destroyed by the sentry gun hiding right there. And we're going to have a banana heavy to see if he can push his way through. So everyone's still so healthy though for the side of xiao. And they're not just fighting against xiao, they're fighting against the clock as well, so they're hanging pretty far back. Smiley tries to go in for something, if anything at all, but Nazi's going to be right there to tell him no. And the cell players are just going to start pushing out to Spire, probably going to grab it with the players of Crusaders just backing out to mid.
Yeah, and you got Banana under the Grave Bridge as the heavy weapons guy. Going to be able to come out, get a quick kill on Nasi with this Tomislav. Also able to get the kill on xiao. And players jumping around on a trash side. They did get the capture on Spire. We have a scout trying to recapture it for Club Penguin. They're a pretty good spot here. Itachi getting stickies out. Only a level 1 sentry up top. They need to get out of here quickly. Itachi is coming out with Tommy. We have pressure on the point from TJ. No one else really able to help support him, so TJ just goes down. Wishy coming in from the side now. Does get the kill on Nasi. Mel out here trying to get an Uber saw. We do have a game, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes left, and 3-2 for xiao.
That's more than enough time for the Penguins to get another round, but they really need to push it. They got to wipe mid and rush to last if they want to secure this map. There's barely enough time to squeeze in 2 rounds, but it is still possible. So we're just going to have to wait and see how they decide to play things through.
They just need 1 to get that tie game, get into overtime. The most important thing here. Banana up against xiao on the side, gets taken out. Arnold also dead. They're starting to get some frags here, but they're going to need to pick up Mel. And TJ getting chased out on Valley. He's going to have to come up hugely. There's some scattergun shots against xiao. Sort of starts to make it happen, but can't overall. Wishy goes down as well.
Itachi going to be the only one up. Tries to go in for the big bomb. Get punished instead.
Yeah, I think that's a little ill-advised, you know, still some time to work with, but maybe panicking there a little bit. There's always that balance, you know. You got to be a little bit careful with, you know, times like 2 minutes left, you know. You get this feeling that it's desperate times, but there's still a good amount of time to work with on the clock here. And there's players like TJ just going down on the side trying to make things happen by themselves. Now Smiley jumping around, he's going to be a little bit behind and actually totally spotted out and destroyed. To be honest, I think we might see a 4th round here for xiao in not too long.
Yep, they've got their full Uber charge ready to go. Arnold only got 60% up as we speak, so they can just rush in with that 40 slide Uber. They're already going to start standing on the point, pop that Uber charge, try to secure these kills. Heavy going to get focused down, Medic just whips it off, and another point in the hands of xiao, bringing it 4-2, gaining back that 2-point lead.
Yeah, unfortunate for Club Penguin Crusaders there as they worked so hard to get this back within a round. But that mid-fight, you know, just kind of slipped away from them. Basically lost a soldier early, and then lost Arnold not too long after that. Smiley going for a big jump over this time. Does get in Mel's face really quickly, but can't get any damage in. TJ and Fwishy go down swiftly as well. And another mid-fight going the way for Xiao. Certainly going to be the last of it for Club Penguin. In fact, even Banana giving a salute for him in 26. Trades some rockets. 26 surviving, though. He gives a salute right back at him. And Xiao actually charging forward, trying to get one more round out of this.
Yeah, I mean, the players of the Crusaders, they already know, you know, that Arnold didn't even leave spawn. So, yeah, there you go. They're just going to grab another one and seal the deal with a 5-2.
Yep, not going to be able to get any more on top of that. There's 5 seconds left on the Surfer. I can't see whether any GGs were actually called, but definitely a great series. Club Penguin Crusaders. Great showing on Snakewater, getting this match started right. And then very close to tying it up on Goalie Wash. Process, really the only stomp amongst the 4 maps that we saw. And then Badlands here, Club Penguin, got it within 1. And then unfortunately a big mid-fight and a little bit of desperation leads to it just kind of slipping the rest of the way out of their hands. But certainly very strong play here today from Xiao.
Definitely, and that's going to be it. Xiao's going to be the Grand Champions, the Div 1 Grand Champions again. Xiao has sort of been the reigning champions in the AF League, apart from the LAN, where there was apparently an upset when another team actually dethroned them.
Ooh.
So this is pretty interesting to see, but you know, Xiao going back to their former glory. Of course, they've got a couple of new, you know, they got a new roster up as well. So this is good. This is nice to see them continue their reign as the big boys up in the top of Div 1s.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes in the different regions of TF2. You know, there's always kind of one team that's got those, you know, top 3 players as well as a couple other players that are at the top of the game and just kind of able to dominate in their scene. But yeah, as you mentioned, Xiao, some new players, so good to see them getting a victory with their new blood, not seeming too discombobulated. We just kind of have the stats from the last section of Badlands. It does look like xiao going pretty crazy. 10 and 3. Good series from them overall, and also you know, some pretty fun stuff happening, particularly with that spy staff on this map here.
Definitely the highlight of the night is going to be that Smiley Spy, I believe, and Oblivious Tommy.
Yeah.
A bit of a shame that the logs got cut off, though. But overall, just a pretty good performance coming up from Xiao. Very dominant from the second map onwards, and yeah, they just came out on top in the end.
So we might have an interview here. We're just going to kind of drag our feet for a couple more minutes here, see if we can get somebody in here to talk about the tournament and the event. Check out that clip later. We had the spy frag did get clipped out. That was a lot of fun. Also want to give a shout out to LAN Down Under happening this weekend. I believe that'll be on Capping TV. That's going to be a lot of fun Saturday and Sunday, the 6th and the 7th. Also want to give a shout out to Moscow LAN that is happening August 10th and 11th. I'll be in town for that, so I'm looking forward to that. And then also iSeries at the end of August. So some more good TF2 coming up. I don't know if AsiaFortress Cup 16 is in the books. Is it on the calendar, or what's next for the AsiaFortress scene, Red?
It's probably going to be coming up soon, but the next league will potentially be the Pure League first, and probably going to see the AFC, the next one, coming up closer towards the end of the year, maybe August or September.
Okay. And I do believe the Australian leagues are in the midst of one right now, right? And then another one starting up later. So, well, plenty of TF2. And make sure you check out all those leagues that are going on. I know that in North America, we got a couple new leagues trying to stake their claim. And basically, overall, just so important that you guys, the players, just kind of keep playing, keep being involved, keep supporting. Definitely really appreciate everybody that showed up here today to watch this match. We had a great crowd. Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you all for hanging out inside Twitch chat as well. keeping things interesting. A special shout out to the person who, of course, clipped that spy moment. Definitely my favorite moment of the night. It's just so many question marks, so many.
Also, shout out to our producer tonight, Core,
Yes.
running the stream. Appreciate it so much, especially with a long best of 5 going down.
Always appreciate the behind the scenes people, definitely.
But seems like we might not have any of the winning team hopping in here for an interview. Any final words from you, Red?
Shout out to all the teams that participated, and of course keeping the Asia scene alive. Shout out to everyone hanging out inside Twitch chat, and of course congrats to Xiao for grabbing that Grand Champs.
Yeah, definitely. So this has been TF Live TV, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to give us a follow, a subscribe, Twitter follow, all of those things. Give Red a follow on Twitter. Give me a follow on Twitter. Give Cora a follow on Twitter. And we certainly look forward to catching you guys next time. One other quick shout out. In about 2 hours, there is going to be a Nations Cup match happening on Critscast. So head over there to watch that if you didn't get enough Team Fortress. Probably going to be some players streaming in between there as well. But I'm eXtine, and on behalf of Yaednaxela and Core, thanks so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you guys next time. Peace out!